Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Sir Medieval and welcome back to some Astellia Online. Let me go ahead and get the music up because I'm forgetting everything today. I've actually been leveling up a little bit, but not had enough time to really get as far as I wanted to. There's some people that are already like at level 50 and stuff like that, but I'm taking it slow right now and just seeing how it goes for the most part. Let me see if I can switch over right here. Hello. What's going on, Dragon? What's going on, Charlie? And what's going on, Silent? Hey, Lovette, how's it going? Using straight talk data as my actual Wi-Fi went out. Oh god, that sucks. Oh crap. Was it like a network issue or like a... Oh crap, hold on. I gotta track the game. But I'm also getting attacked by something right now. Okay, there we go. It's auto-tracking. Great. Now let me just turn the game sound off, or on. Oh, I got this big bastard now too. This game has what's called Guardian Astell, or I think these are saviors actually. These are savior Astells that can only come out at a certain... like for a certain amount of time, but they're really, really big and they have a lot of cool skills. I have one that's like a Grim Reaper too. That's really sweet. Hey, wait a second. This should be on actually. Why is my game sound not on? Oh, I know why. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now I can continue leveling.
Rota,
is it time to work?
It's been a slow process for me. I wish we started this on the weekend. I wish the beta itself started on the weekend instead. Liking the Mage so far? Mage is pretty nice. I was tempted to go Mage, but I decided against it. Hold on. Game sounds pretty loud. I gotta turn it back down. Right about there. Okay, there we go. I got a couple new Astells too. They're pretty cool so far. I believe, oh, Draco. Yeah, Draco's still one of my favorites. The game looks outdated as fuck. Yeah, it definitely could look like that, that's for sure. There we go. Yeah, I think a lot of games that are on this engine, they don't look anything next gen or anything like that. It's not, you don't want to expect anything from these games when it comes to that, because Unreal 3 is just not going to look next gen regardless. When games start getting into the Unreal 4 territory, that's when it might start looking a lot better. Possibly. Okay, people have played too many games, so at this point it might just look like everything regardless. Wait a second. Okay. People might just see every type of MMO and everything that comes out from this point onward. Until VR. What's up, Wild? Not too shabby. How about yourself? You said just wait for WoW Classic? I am waiting for WoW Classic. I do want to try it out. I want to get that experience I had in 2003. Or 2004, sorry. But after that, I'm good. I'm going to jump on another game right after I'm done with that. I just got to get to level 60 and do raids. Because my account got taken from me and I wasn't able to play it back in 2004 to the endgame. But I wouldn't say that's something that's also not going to be dated, though. I am going to enjoy it, but I mean, it's dated. Classic is like 13 years old now. Actually more. But having that old school experience is going to be nice. Not sure what happened half the time. It's somebody knocking out the cable line. That'll do it. Had a couple bastards do that about 2 months ago, actually, over here. That sucked. That sucked a lot. Classic's going to be pretty fun, though. The PvPs should be nice. Should be pretty popular for at least the first 2 or so months. More than likely, a lot of people will drop once they realize how grindy it is. But in the meantime, that'll be super fun, though. And even still, that game's got nothing on like EverQuest grind and Lineage 2 Classic. Those games were grindy. I gotta remember I got this on Shift 0 now. I got this really cool looking Astell here right now. I like him because he wields, I think those are dual axes. Let me check though. Pretty sure they are. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. There's a little mini cow though. Classic Ryan. What's up, not a Speedio? How you doing today? Sorry. Getting the rest of your grind. Oh, stuff packed up, ready to move for the second. Nice. Decent internet part's going to be amazing. Sometimes I have internet issues, and I don't know if it's like the company itself, or ever since I switched to Gigablast, I started having random issues sometimes. I think it's mainly that. Ever since I got this new router, it's kind of been having issues on and off kind of thing. Oh, I need to de-summon him in a second here. Hold on. All fun and games until you start getting multiples of these guys on you. Oh, hold up. Bought another ultra-wide monitor for your computer. Nice. Holy crap, that was quick. Did you buy it from Amazon? Yeah. Amazon's got the best shipping. How do you think this game will perform when it releases? It really depends on a lot. I don't think the population will be very big for a little while, mainly because you'll have, if it releases this year, you'll have Final Fantasy 14, you'll have WoW Classic, of course, and Elsewhere from ESO. So you'll have a lot of players from MMOs being pulled in a lot of different directions, but depending on where they go with the game and how it does in the first few months will determine like its lifespan overall. So I think at the moment I would say that it's probably going to be pretty underpopulated at release, but probably perform really well. Already it's performing really good in terms of performance and optimization, so there is, you know, issues here and there, especially when you're dealing with the UI. And I don't think I'm an accurate test subject anymore when it comes to optimization. I used to be, but now that I've got a more upgraded rig, I don't think I can 100% say how it's going to perform now, because it seems to run pretty well for me. Though I've seen some people say that they have 2080s and it still runs like crap for them, but some games are just like that. You can take two people with the exact same rig, and some games will just work for one guy and then be a slideshow on the other. It's very weird. So far, though, there haven't been any server crashes, so that's a major plus up for sure. But there's just there just seems to be lag in certain areas, and then on node lines is what it seems like they have going, and then UI opening. PvP wise, though, I think it'll be pretty fun for the most part. I haven't tried Avalon before, but that's a 3-faction warfare system, and they'll also have the arena, which that one could also be a lot of fun for sure. People love arena. There won't be open world PvP, so on the PvE side of things, hopefully that carries the game a lot. And it'll probably be in direct competition with Ascent Infinite Realm when that game comes out, but that's probably not coming for a while to the west at least. Maybe we'll get a testing phase by the end of the year. I always think these are new books for Astell. What's up, Dark? Not too shabby. How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you stopping by as well. Been having fun, but oh my god, I've been getting so tired throughout the days. Yesterday was a special case. I was running on like 30 hours of sleep, or 30 hours no sleep. That was interesting. Oh crap. I didn't get time to activate my ability. One thing that's really... Oh, and also with the PvP comparison between this game and Air just has like some really, really good PvP. It would be hard for this game to compete with it, because Air has, you know, different aspects to the PvP when it comes to the steampunk aspect. Though this game does seem to have a better PvE experience thus far. It's a very quick leveling experience. Once you get to max level, you don't have to really worry about the leveling aspect anymore, as opposed to Air, where it still goes on. It keeps going all the way to like well, it's a soft level cap, so it's like BDO, and that got annoying for people really fast, because there's a ranking system in Air, and if you want to get the max level reward at the end of the season, you have to be in the top for leveling. It takes like 9 hours just to get 0.12%. Actually, 0.05%, I think. Something like that. Something crazy. Need more mana. All right. Oh crap! I can't activate Brock. Go get him. I can't even activate my thing. There we go. Decision on buying it or not? Yeah, I would say yeah. If you're wanting to wait, that'd probably be the best way to go for sure, and see how it turns out. And if you get a beta key for this game, you're free to try it out, because this Saturday too, they're going to be having an NPC in the game that levels you up to 50 automatically. So it'd be a good time to try it for free if you want to, and then when it comes to release, just wait a little bit, see how it goes. You got it from, what's up, homie? 3908, how you doing? Got it from Newegg. Oh, you know what? Newegg is pretty good. I haven't ordered from them in a while. How's the game so far? Got potential? PvE wise and storyline wise, it's actually pretty good. I haven't done the PvP yet. I'm planning on doing that, but the dungeons are pretty sweet so far. The areas themselves, like the atmosphere, I do like areas like this, for instance. I saw this one in the trailer, but the previous area that kind of looked like Avatar kind of stuff, that one looked pretty cool. The graphics aren't anything, like Next Generation or anything like that, but for what they're advertising it as, like a classic MMO, it does pretty good, actually. And they didn't have any server crashes on day one, which is impressive as hell. The server actually hasn't broken yet. And they're piling NA and EU onto one server. Beta or not, that's actually pretty impressive. And they seem like they definitely care about the community, and they're trying to take as much feedback as possible. They go around a lot and ask people questions and things like that about how the game's going, and that's really good to see. It's hard to find companies like that. Hopefully it keeps up, because sometimes companies start off like that and it ends up not sticking. So hopefully that does keep up. Only thing is as well, the first few months of the game is going to determine like how it'll end up, because really we're not really sure what's going to happen once all the classes are done with the ungender locking, and also that might take a while too. We don't know how long that'll take exactly. As far as we know, Warrior and Assassin are the only ones that are planned to be ungender locked by the time release happens. So how long is it going to take for the other ones is the main thing. You need an Assassin. Assassin's sweet. So far, good impression. Oh, glad to hear it. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it on Saturday. I'm actually very curious to see how that's going to go when we get access to that NPC. Waiting for your Oculus Quest to get here. Oh, that thing looks cool. That's the one that is sold out currently, right? It's like the $800 one. Someone linked me that earlier. Dungeon? Oh, you know what? You just reminded me. I have to go do a dungeon. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, the dungeons are pretty cool so far, though. I haven't tried out the ones past level 25, but the ones early on, they were pretty, normal, generic-ish. But I'm guessing from what I've seen, the ones at higher levels seem to be pretty good mechanic-wise. They're not just ones you just like blaze through. You have to actually pay semi-attention. But once you get higher level Astells and stuff like that, it becomes pretty easy. At least from the KR version, that is. The difficulty factor definitely needs to be there. Make sure people can stay interested. Okay. Hope your Wi-Fi goes okay, by the way, Lovette. That sucks. Whoops, oh, wrong button. Internet issues are the worst. GameStop had a couple you can pre-order online. What? I don't know how long stock will last. Not long, probably. I need to get one of those, or just like a new VR headset in general. The Oculus Rift is not cutting it. That resolution is so blurry. Thank you so much, Akuma. I appreciate it. Thank you. I need to get a different one. Especially when it comes to locomotion. I cannot handle locomotion with that one. Like 5 minutes and I'm on my knees just like praying to die. Like, it's just so bad. Makes you so dizzy so fast. can take flying on an airplane, or probably could take being on a boat. But locomotion? Oh my god. Not in VR. You said you can't download the game. I have a problem with the loading screen in-game. All PC froze. I have to shut it down with the power button. What kind of graphics card do you have in processor? Wait, is this the dungeon? Hey, this looks like the other one. Hold on. Also, what issue are you getting when you try to download it, Mark? There gotta be something real cool in here.
Taurus.
God. Oh, that was nice damage. Okay, I gotta get Rota out.
Rota.
Is it time to work?
Rota. These Astells are kind of growing on me with their, like, they have like this occasional banter between each other when we're doing a quest for a specific thing. Like when I had to go get oh, speaking of which, hold on. I had to go get what's her name? Kitsune? Oh, what?
Kitsune.
Oh. Kitsune, I'm sorry.
You need me?
Yeah, she was having some banter with Rhoda, and it was hilarious. It's only made by 2 people. Oh, wait, only made but 2 people from different countries, and the game probably has the craziest. Wait, which game? Oh, you mean Astellia? Wait, are you talking about this game? Just the you have a Ryzen 1600X and RTX 2060. That should not be happening at all. Yeah, that's very weird, actually. And do you blue screen, or do you get like an error message or anything like that? Keep those heals on me, Kitsune.
Who's my opponent? Let's blast!
Just I use the site, window screen, and download for 10 seconds. I wonder on the Discord if they have a Google Drive link available. They might have one. No error message? That's very weird. Do they have a mirror on the site that you can download it from? Anything like that? I'm pretty sure someone had to have uploaded a Google Drive. I thought at least. What's up, Crow? How you liking this over air? So I like them both for different reasons. I'd say for this game, it's got a lot going on when it comes to the storyline. I like the storyline quite a bit. For the PvP side of things, Air, of course, wins over in PvP for me. I haven't even tried this game's PvP yet, but I mean, Air just has some crazy good PvP, mainly because it's got the airship aspect on top of that and whatnot, but and the open world PvP too. But for PvE, I'm enjoying this one's more coming up. The stealth system kind of makes it a unique experience. I know it's been done in games like Dragon's Prophet and stuff like that, but I like companion systems in game. So for me personally, I do like this PvE. And having all these different Astells that have different abilities and stuff like that, you can switch between whenever you need them, is really cool. Whoops, I forgot to put her away. So I'd say it's about it's definitely about half and half. This game, PvE wise, I think I would like this game more. PvP wise, it'd be Air. I think it would cater to different people. I think this one might be more like laid back, and it might really what I'm curious about is both games just don't have any like concept art right now, or like anything that kind of tells you what the future's going to be like class wise and stuff like that. So I really just want to know exactly what is going to happen there, because it looks like right now we have no idea. Except we know the gender lock in this one is going to get removed. But then after that, like class wise, wondering what's going to happen there. Yeah, like in Dragon's Prophet, exactly. You said, found out there's an outage, so no internet nor TV. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. Have they given you a time when it's going to be fixed? Also, Orbis VR, I have heard. Rob Reborn. I do have the game, actually, Orbis VR. I think you got the Reborn version for free if you had the base version, but I didn't try the beta. I kept forgetting to try it. I need to actually play the game now. That or Pablo. Yeah, you're going to have a good time in Orbis VR with that thing. That'll be insane. I also don't have like enough space around this specific room, so I think I'd have to like move my setup into the living room or something. I need to work on that too. It's pretty cool though. Orbis VR is nice. It's just that if you don't have anybody to play with, it could get stale fast. But I mean, it's easy to meet people. You know, you just walk around and say hi to somebody, make some friends real quick. Be like that first time you played be like the first time you played your first MMO. And how special it was to meet someone in game. You said, oh, in-game music goes above my voice. Oh wait, hold on. How about that? I'm using XSplit, but for some reason, XSplit just works so much different than OBS when it comes to the audio stuff. It's kind of weird sometimes. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Also, I'll turn the game sound down to you. How low I got this thing. It's weird. Okay, there we go. No. I'm glad you said something. No, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you. Just froze, no problem in game. Yeah, I would say, Mark, if you're able to, you said no error message to save the file. Yeah, I would say there might be like a mirror on the Discord or like a crap. What's it called? Like a Google Drive someone uploaded. Maybe something like that. You might be able to download from. I would say about the loading screens, that's super weird too. I would PM Athon about that. I think Athon might be online still for that, Enos, on the Discord. Let them know what's going on. They might want you to fill out a bug report because that's something that's a little interesting. You shouldn't be having that at all. You got a really good setup. It's really weird. I would say too, I haven't checked in this game yet. I don't know if they have INI files. I don't know if we can edit those in the game folder. But I don't know if you've checked already. There might be something in there we might be able to edit to help you with that too. You kind of just apply what works in other games. Like since it's an Unreal game, if it has INI files, it's bound to look the same if it actually lets you in as a lot of other ones. So what you could probably do is look at what fixes loading screen issues there in other ones, and then apply it to this game too. Wait a minute. Now where? Oh, okay. Guild system that got a few guilds from past games in it. Oh, and this one, yeah, I've seen a couple so far that I noticed. Some EU ones too, like Checkmate, and I believe Codex is EU. Okay, relax.
Is it time for work?
Got to get into the swing of where these keys are on my keyboard. Not my keyboard, but just the hotkeys themselves. I'm trying to expand the hotbar because this is the multi-slot bar right here, but I'm pretty sure you can actually get a third hotbar. I just can't figure out how, unless we have to go into the edit UI thing and then do it that way. I have to look at that later, actually. I don't get enough time in a day to look at this stuff. Actually, let's take a look. They're currently trying to get it fixed, but most likely won't be fixed till tomorrow. Oh, crap, that sucks. You know what? The best way to go, what I do to prepare for times like this, I always I try to download some games from Steam, and I just keep them on my computer. That way, the Total War is the best. Like Total War and Mountain Blade, it's like you burn a whole day with that,
Master,
you know?
you've no energy. My cogwheel has stopped.
You gotta pay for the extra bar? Oh, Shampoo, damn it. I thought you were serious for a second. Fuck. Damn it. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Damn it, Shampoo. You have me thinking, wait a second. Man, I gotta go into the cash shop. I was like, they don't even have the cash shop open yet. Wait, hold on. How do you get in here? UI. Edit UI. Oh, no, that's hide UI. I was in there before too, unless it's just on the menu itself. You did get me. That was close. I was about to be pissed. It's like, how do we get our new skills on there? I got like a full 5 or 6 skills to still unlock and no bar to put it on. Where is that button at? I found it randomly last time. Oh, reset the layout. Nope. Ah, there it is. Man. Yeah, see? Ah. You know, it'd be hilarious if you do actually have to pay. Oh my god. See, look at this though. Skill 21 through 30. Such a tease, man. It doesn't even show on this. Actually, very interesting. Why would, Where is that bar? Definitely not these, because this is Shift F1. We're gonna find this out. Oh, so how's it going, Chevy? Oh, League of Maidens. I've seen that one. That's a mobile game, right? You know, it's so sad the way mobile games are getting these days. You might as well just go buy a really expensive Android or iPhone, Samsung. Get that what is it? Get that layout that kind of makes it like a gamepad. I think you can like put it on you can like elevate it, put it like on a desk thing. It's really bad these days. Like, what's that game? Traha. The game looks so good. When I saw the trailer and the gameplay of that game, I was so mad. Oh my god. It looked great. It's not fair.
Divine hug.
You know, just because we're picky, and just because we've had some bad experiences in the past, does not mean you should make the Unreal 4 games mobile. Even though it's a very smart business decision, it makes perfect sense. What's up, Forley? Not too shabby, Shampoo. Just learning some more about this game. I want to see if I can get some experience with the PvP of it when I get to Endgame. And the specializations I'm really curious about, because every time I ask about it or am curious about it, like nobody remembers how the specializations work. And I'm just like, all right then, fine, let's go find out. But it's a curious game so far, for sure. All right, we got
Is it time to
boy.
roll?
Oh, no. Actually, hold on. Okay, let me get her out of here. Oh, it's PC? Oh, League of... Wait, is it browser-based? I think I remember that one. Still mad about how good the mobile games look, though. It's tragic. Whoa! I'm about to summon the big boy.
Aren't you going to help?
Let's go, Braca.
Does the flame of Sansara still burn?
That is a savior right there. Oh, hold on. This is the same as the other dungeon, isn't it? Ranger has pretty smooth skills and animations compared to melee classes. I love the Ranger. I was thinking to myself, no, this time I'm going Ranger for sure. I know it's just gonna be the best way to go. You know why? Because the best place to stand in PvP is the back. That ensures survival. I thought to myself one night, all right, so how many times am I going to be charging into the enemy at the exact wrong time that everybody decides to back up? Because that's how it always goes for me. I thought that to myself for like 5 minutes before I decided to go Ranger instead. What's up out there? This game has C-serve. No, it has a Korean version, not a Thailand version just yet. But I don't even know if they're going to make a Thailand version, to be honest with you. They're mainly focusing on NA and EU right now, so that might come later. But just Korean, and then this will be the NA, and they'll have an EU version as well too. Oh, that looks cool. It's not mobile. I need to check that one out. Oh wait, no, I saw. Is it browser? Played on the browser though for League of Maidens, or is it just download? Nine Lines Arena. What is Nine Lines Arena? I remember that. The name of that. Temtem I need to try. I have it downloaded. I just haven't had any time to actually try it out. Probably gonna try it out later tonight if I can. You tried already? How is it? You guys have already been playing it, I think, right? Standing in the... No, if it's a game like Mordhau, then I'm definitely getting in there. Because then I don't have to care about teammates. Actually, avoiding teammates is the safest way to go at that point, so... That's when I'd play a melee character. You can't trust teammates in Mordhau. All it takes is one guy. one guy who doesn't know how to position, or one guy who doesn't know how to swing properly, or just really likes swinging, and your whole day is messed up. I'll put in Taurus.
Oh, what do I do? I'm not sure if I can do
Let
this.
your corpses pave ways for your allies. Exactly. You can trust me in Mordhau. No, I can't, because you're always on the other team. I can't. Nuh-uh. I can trust you if we were on the same team. It's not even... Oh, it's not even out yet. Okay. Gotcha. I have to check that one out. Oh, wait. No. That's... I remember that now. That was that random one that I found. Or I think I saw MMO Byte made a video of it. That's right. League of Maidens. I'm thinking of one totally different. That's right. Oh, wait. Never on your team. Exactly. No, those games are fun, though. I love Frontlines. Wait, 9 lives is a 1v1 duel arena with permadeath after 9 losses. Permadeath? What? Those that make it on the leaderboard. I don't think I've seen the gameplay. I know the name. Is it a shooter? That's pretty cool. Wow. Well, that's if you're gonna go competitive, you better go competitive. You can permadeath. That's kind of cool. Oh, come on.
I'll be with you. Don't worry.
Take him out. Sometimes I hate tab targeting because of how annoying it is to actually try and tab over to stuff. Takes some getting used to for sure. Uh-oh.
Taurus.
Get him, Taurus. Nice. That's right, though. I remember League of Maidens now. It's not a shooter, it's melee combat. Oh. You know, Rune... Oh, $11,000 tournament. Man. That's crazy. Oh, wait, but you said at the end of 5 months. So the alpha, you have to play that for 5 months and be on the leaderboard. And... Oh, but it's permadeath after 9 lives, so you really only have to just, like... No, okay, so you'd have to, like, win, stay alive, and keep winning until the end of the 5 months is up, right? That sounds kind of cool, though. Let's see here. Physical status. No, I need something that's more physical crit. Now, that's nice. Okay. Oh, nope, not that. I like that you can just take these off at will. That part's pretty cool. Attack room. Oh, yep. And emerald. Nice. Crystal. Oh, nice. Critical attack, critical rate. Cool. Have you tried it already? For that one, Wild? Oh, wait. You said 80 sliders for the body alone, too. That's crazy. Founders pack to get into the closed alpha is $90. Oh, I see. That's how they get you. That's smart. Because, well... No, that's cool, actually, but that is smart, though. Because if you charge I mean, pretty high price, they're going to make that tournament money back in no time. Hell, maybe they didn't even start with the tournament money. They might just use the money that they get from the alpha packs to fund the tournament. That'd be smart if that's what they're doing. $90. I have to look at that one. They'll probably make like 3 or 4 times that at least. Probably. That one sounds familiar, like in a popular kind of way. Is it on Steam? Okay, sit down, bud.
Taurus. Kieran!
I'll be with you. Don't worry. Ballista!
Come on, stun. Stun arrow, please. Got him. Oh, hold on. Okay. 2,300 for some of them, and they're sold out. Oh my god. That's crazy. It's a blockchain. I gotta look at that. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find a video of that. Okay. Is it, wait, did you say it was on Steam? Actually, I have to search later. Should definitely search later on that. Oh, okay. That's good. I'll check it anyway. Don't want this. Every time I go on the internet, for some reason, while streaming, it seems to bring down my stuff sometimes. What's up, Christy? And what do I think about the game so far? So far, I like it. It's pretty cool. So it's a decent experience. I definitely think that. I think I'd put it in the same category as like Air for me when I say that. You know, of course, it's nothing groundbreaking, but I think it's definitely decent. And I think that decent is definitely what people need, since we're probably not going to get anything, you know, like what people would expect to be groundbreaking for quite a while. So I'd say that the first few months of this game, I'm really interested to see where they go with it, like class-wise, what they're going to put in the game, and what kind of content they're planning on adding. But no, it's definitely got a lot of promise, same as Air as well. Air on the PvP side of things, I tend to love more, but this game's PvE side, I'm definitely enjoying more right now. And I like the Astell concept. That part's one of my favorite parts about the game. There's all the different ones that we have access to are really cool. I'm especially loving those saviors, the way that we can just bring them out willy-nilly and still have our other guys out and not lose our AP. I'm glad that they're just they're timed as opposed to like ones that'll take up our AP and just eat it all up. Oh yeah. 9 Lives Arena. Ah, there it is. Oh snap. That looks pretty cool. When did this one come out? This is 2018 for the pre-alpha in-game footage. I need to check that out. Ooh, they got two-handed weapons. The bad idea going two-handed, I bet. Some of your spells have good combos with some of your skills. I know, I like that part a lot. I actually like that the different roles and weapons that they're able to use. Like Taurus is actually one of my favorites so far. Love this little cow guy with dual axes. He's the closest I'll get to being a berserker in this game right now, and I like that. It's like I'm living through the Astells at the moment. Cool little bugger. It's also kind of cool how, you know, it's a random chance for the Astell cards. I know it's probably going to take a while to get the higher tier or higher star kind of Astells, but it's cool that it's like a randomized system, so you won't see everybody running around with the exact same ones, at least early on. Got the new Shy class on BDO next week. Wish you luck. Oh my god. You got this. You got this. Hey, it's a support class, right? So hopefully it'll be a little slower than the other ones. One would hope. One would hope. No, I actually love the combat. It was so awesome. Like, that was the only reason that you could tolerate the BDO grind was the combat. All those hours at Sawsan, those days, weeks, just oh my god. I was doing the 18-hour a day grind, and we had groups in our guild that would do 30 hour to like 40 hour grinds. They would just what would they do? So they would get on for like 30 hours, just start grinding from the start to finish, and then they would sleep for like 2 days or a day and a half, and then get right back on it again. Crazy stuff ever. So you're trying to make a berserker. I'm 37 warrior at the moment. Oh, nice. Have you actually used the specializations in the Korean server? I'm so curious about them. I never found out if they actually like give us. I'm guessing they don't give us new skills. I'm guessing it might be more of like a stat-based thing, or something like that. But I'm so curious about it, regardless. Astellia, 27th or 28th? 28th, I think. You asking when it comes out? Yeah, I don't know how many people are planning on playing Astellia, but I gotta say, if that game works out, hell, I'd definitely play the crap out of that in my spare time. That'd be like a modern-day Worm Online for me. And a lot of people I'm betting.
Is it time to work?
We need about 20 seconds here to spawn the big boys. You got this, Rhoda. Don't worry.
Lunar dance.
No, I'm not gonna spawn the savior. Not just yet. What's up, Edgy? It's pretty interesting so far, actually. The combat's getting smoother. Much, much smoother. Someone was saying yesterday that they didn't think that they implemented the combat improvements, but transitioning from Korean to North American definitely made it much smoother. Like, holy crap. It seems like they did adjust some things. Like, it doesn't feel like you're as locked down with your character now as opposed to before. But I'm liking the areas we're starting to get into now. They're pretty cool so far. PvP-wise, I definitely love I love the aspect of air more PvP-wise, but the storyline of this game is starting to captivate me, so I'm liking that part. 27th if you pre-order. How could you? I don't even think they have it on sale, do they?
There's no need to
No, I would have done that.
Just walk forward, following the stars.
Unless it's got a what's it called?
Embrace you.
Kickstarter. I don't think so though. Though he did say beforehand. Actually, no, I think they do. I think you can do it from the website. Crap. That's right. Okay, on the website. Yeah, it's probably 27th then. I need to get that before tonight ends because I need to make sure that if they do something where you get extra rewards from buying it from the website or something, I want to get that.
Aren't you going to help?
Is it true action combat or? Oh wait, people say it's a support class, but in that kind of game, people don't think it works well. Yeah, for the well, I mean, it's so late for them to get the support class. Took them forever to bring this one out finally. I don't know how that would work. It might. Maybe it'll make things too easy, but I mean, if they're gonna go with the support route, they also definitely need to get the PvE to back it up, and maybe that'll end up being. Well, some people said that they were gonna put in bosses, but kind of already had world bosses in the game too for BDO. I don't even know if the game could really work with dungeons at this point. People will come back to it, or if it'd be enough to bring people back. I don't know. I didn't see too much combat of the support class they're putting in. I saw it on the Korean version, but it was a pretty low level though. I don't know how it works to the full amount. Going pretty good. Good, Edgy. Hell yeah. How's WoW going? Those cinematics are killing me. You know, every time I watch one of them, especially one with Thrall in it, my God, I just want to come back. I want to come back and tell him. I want to tell him I miss Garrosh. I want to say it to his face.
Lunar dance.
All your friends will play with you. Heck yeah, Christy. This would be a pretty cool game to play with friends. Most MMOs are. Most MMOs are, definitely. But when you get to experience new ones that have dungeons and raids and things like that, which this one I don't think has raids just yet, but dungeons, of course, we know. And you guys get to join the Avalon fight, too.
Let's get going.
Wait, what new stretch goals of oath? What?
Just
Uh-oh. What kind are we talking about? I need to upgrade my package next week. I'm gonna, since Pantheon also has that too, I need to start building towards a higher package with that one. And same with Oath. Probably every paycheck, I'll just add a little bit to it, like I did with Chronicles. Do it that way. And I also wanted to do, I've wanted to do Star Citizen because I always have to have like a balance when it comes to the game genres, and I need a space game. I need a space game and an FPS or a shooter RPG to fall back on, and a MOBA. Smite was supposed to be that MOBA, but I'm still up in the air about it. Shooter RPG is probably going to be Destiny when it goes free to play, so I need to actually get back on that. Scam Citizen. I know, I'm scared to do it. I really am. It's probably a bad idea. You know, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if Endless Space, because Endless Space, I think that's the one it's called, is the one for me, because it seems like space engineers, but in MMO form, which means that it's probably going to be heavily built on actually building stuff, and I suck at that. So I'm better at fighting in terms of space games, but building I'm absolutely terrible at. There was that other one I think called Spaceborne. I think that one's coming out too. That's like a space MMO. I'm pretty sure that one is going to be pretty cool too. But that one's based on like coding, they said. And they said that people are saying if you didn't really feel comfortable with that, then it might be a little difficult to get into. I used to love trying coding though. Very, very basic levels of coding, but still. Starbase. Nope, that's the one. Starbase, my bad. Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about. That's the coding one. He said monsters can now invade towns. You can't use services in town until you clear out the invasion. Oh, that'd be sweet. I've been playing WoW's new patch. Super excited for the Blood DLC for 3 Kingdoms tomorrow. I know, that one looks interesting. I gotta grab that. Have you... Is Zara already out? Like, to fight her? I shouldn't even be asking about this. The more that I do it, the more I'm tempted. There's no time. There's no time anyway. By the time I even had the opportunity to get to that level in gear, Classic would probably be out at that point. Super curious though. You had to pay $72 for a starter ship package? Oh crap. That also gain you access till the testing phases?
Romus would have unsealed the book by now.
That's so cool though, Altair. Oh my god. Wait, did they already reach that stretch goal, or they haven't yet? Oh, July 10th. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, man. I mean, that's good. Kind of. I can't try it, but I'd like to try. I'd like to watch people try it out, though. Wait, hold on a second. Oh.
Nier was a great hero. Now, Lady
Really? That's still worse than my bow? Wow, okay. Better critical rate, though. Interesting. It's a pretty good bow. It's also enhanced, so there's that. Oh, wait. So, they haven't reached it yet for the Oath goal? I got a lot of hopes for that one. That one looks like it's going to be pretty good. I mean, hopefully it works out. I really do like the fact that they're doing the Unreal Engine plus the Spatial OS, or that they're like one of the first products we've seen that as a part of that deal. After playing Fractured in the first alpha, that game seemed like it's got a lot of promise if they keep going pretty strong with it too. Hopefully Oath has the same. Might even start seeing some more of Camelot this year. Definitely a lot, probably a lot next year though, for sure, for Camelot. Seems like they're really gaining some traction.
I will not yield.
You know, I don't even know why this one seems very similar to the other one. can't remember if I even
enough to stop the plague from spreading.
remember what the boss looks like in this one.
Then the prince made the situation even worse. He visited the plagued areas and ended up being infected by it. Niar was
Oh,
summoned to the capital. She did her best to cure the prince.
wait a minute.
Niar pleaded with the king to send her back to Tullier, and it made the king furious.
Oh snap! Wait, this is okay. So this is the king that gets corrupted and then betrays Yuria, and then Yuria becomes bad and a badass. Niar, I think that's the priestess. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, better be Vikings. Of course, there's no other way to play, man. Gotta go Vikings. Speaking of Vikings, Rune 2, I don't know if you've heard of it, but they're opening up preview slots for that one. That one's gonna be super interesting. That one is like what's the best comparison? Well, if you played like Rune 1 back in the day, it's basically like that's a world boss, by the way, or field boss, by the way. World, it could be a world. Oh, holy crap. But that's basically like an action RPG set in sandbox open world with online play too. The servers we were playing with back in December-ish of last year was about 70 people. But they delayed it. No, it was actually earlier than that. It was like October. But they delayed it to kind of revamp it, and they've made it Rune 2 instead of Rune Ragnarok. I didn't imagine you being black. I know, they never do. That's where I get you. How's it going, Horizon? What's up? Years of practice, man. That's how I got this voice. It's just, oh my god. Oh, damn it. What's up, Guykins? How's it going? That's the element of surprise. How you doing? Didn't see that one coming, did you? What do you think of Hive's latest video? Oh, what did he make? I haven't seen it yet. I've been like work deep for the past 10 hours and a half, because yesterday I had to make the first impressions, which I was so out of it because I was like going on 30 hours of no sleep, and then I went like straight to bed after that was done.
And finally,
I was out of it.
On trial. Shackled in front of her were the people she had cured.
It's Ming Ala Gaiken. That sounds cool. Oh wait, what the hell?
Near one last chance. Cure the prince. Just like these people standing in front of you.
Oh, that is the Saintess. Not too shabby, Gaikens. How's CB going? Oh, I appreciate that, Horizon. Yeah, when I found out how to do that, oh my god, it was awesome. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna use this so hard. I like it. I love the timer bar. Thank you, I appreciate that.
As a historian, I will make sure truth is passed down. Nothing added, nothing concealed of how the foolish humans caused such a terrible tragedy.
What? Niar laughed maniacally.
The Tullier Fallen are still suffering because of Yuria.
That can't be right.
But can you blame her? The weight of the truth.
I can't blame her at all.
I feel sick.
A video thoughts on his downfall of MMORPG and their current trend towards the past and nostalgia. Well, yeah, that's a big trend right now. More like a lot of MMORPGs are on that trend when it comes to the Unreal 3 games and the games that have come out in the past few years. It's either they're going back to make classic versions, or they're making, or new developers might be making like new iterations of ones we've already seen before. That part's definitely true, but also that might not last for too much longer. Well, over the next like 1 to 2 years, though, if the crowdfunded games do work out, and some of these new ones have the opportunity to kind of shine too. I wouldn't discount it so like right away, but you see, I think I get it though. I know Hive and a couple other ones. They definitely want something fresh, something that feels new. That doesn't feel like something that you played 1,000 times, which that makes perfect sense. I started thinking of it like eventually if I keep thinking of it that way, I probably won't, I won't have anything to play, because for me, when I thought like that, I was worse. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. What the hell? Oh, I think somebody... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Oh, okay. We're good. Like, for me, I wanted something, that was like next generation, like action combat. And I spent like a whole almost 6-7 months wanting something like that. And it just screwed me up because I didn't want to try anything that looked even remotely okay, because it just reminded me of something else. It messes you up. 9 times out of 10 they end up being scams. And you know what, they some of them might end up being like that. They definitely could. I think there's a few that may definitely work out. I more than likely just have hope for them more than anything, because honestly, if it doesn't work out, then the genre is going to go downhill very fast. It's well, the old school games, like, those are okay. Final Fantasy, Star Wars, ESO, well, kind of Star Wars, mainly ESO, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, those ones, they're going to be okay for a long time. But the new ones, if we don't get some pretty good ones soon, that's going to be very bad, probably. And very soon is in like the next 3 or 4 years. They kept changing the wartime, so I'm just taking a break for now. Oh, I see. Yeah, I wanted to come back to it that day that, that day that the EU server just completely went down when it came to territory war, and then the NA server had the same, and I had an extended break. Yeah, I'm taking a longer break from that right now, but yeah, hopefully it gets worked out, I guess. It was good while it lasted, though, for sure. Oh, crap, is that my sister? Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. If you had to bet in one game to be successful, what would it be? If I had to absolutely bet, like beyond a doubt, the highest possible chance, I think, of one of them being successful, I'd want to pick 2 or 3. For one, which one do I think generally scams? Okay, so for one that I think is a safe choice of being successful, probably Pantheon. And the reason I say that is because Pantheon is going to cater to a community that's like a ride or die community, like the EverQuest community. They'll be there. Like they don't care. They will be there as long as you give them what they want, which for them is simplistic. They want that old school PvE aspect where you can kind of create your own story. I think Pantheon would be the safest bet of one that I think could have the least amount of going wrong. The only thing that would probably go wrong for it is if they like add open world PvP to that, because that's not what the players of that game want, or the backers of that game want, or not the majority at least. So I think that one. For the one that would be like a genuinely scam, or I don't know, like for a scam, I'd say if there was one I didn't have or was kind of scared might have an issue. Well, I'm scared of Ashes would be the main one. That would be the main one that I'm just like, I mean, I haven't backed it yet, but that would be one that I'd be scared would definitely not work out the way, or close to the way that it wants to. And that's just because that game, like, I've seen how far it wants to go, and right now it could just easily turn into a thing where it isn't like anywhere near to what was expected, because mainly they have a lot of good ideas, but it's not that we haven't seen a lot of footage out there yet about these aspects. It's just that some of the things they want, like the naval combat and stuff like that, like an Arcade, doing it in an Unreal 4 engine and just with the team they have, which is like a team that hasn't really made a game before, that could be scary. Ashes doesn't count. Okay, Ashes doesn't count. The ambition of Chronicles. Chronicles is one that scares me too, because it's one that I want so bad to work, but at the same time I'm afraid that it could potentially be similar, where like what they want to put in the game, it doesn't end up being the same as what the final product is going to be, kind of thing. And things change over time when it comes to game design. First you have all these great ideas, you have everything down on paper, but when push comes to shove and you get in that program to design the game, stuff could change very fast. Maybe you don't have the expertise, maybe you don't have the funds, maybe you don't have something, and then something gets taken out, another thing gets taken out, 10 more things get taken out. So I would say those two scare me. And then man, well, of course Star Citizen wouldn't count either, I'd imagine, just due to the cube. Wait, why about the cube? I'd say those two probably scare me the most. And Chronicles was the one I chose, and I'd still choose to back first. That was the one I chose first when it came to Chronicles, Ashes, and Star Citizen back in like 2017, I think, when they were first starting up. That's the one I chose. And I want it to work so bad, but that one's your ride or die. Yeah, I know, right? That one's one of my ride or dies for sure too. I want it to work so bad. Same with a couple of the other ones too. I really do, really do. Crowdfunded are scary. They are. MMOs in general are super scary these days. It's like either companies just can't get it right, or they just for some reason just think so short term, and they think that, hey, let's just make this bogus product that has no bones at all, and let's just throw it out there with a inflated cash shop, or just without enough content to really be worth anything. And let's just see how much money we get before we can run off with it. You said vaporware citizen. No. It doesn't count because I don't even think I need to say that I'm scared of it. Like, I'm scared. Of course I'm scared of Star Citizen. I think everybody's scared of Star Citizen being a scam or freaking something that's not going to work out the way that they intend to. That's the game I've like kept my distance from for the longest time. I wanted to back it because I want a space game just to kind of lean on, but man, I don't know what the hell will happen to that game. Who knows there? Between the three that I'm thinking of, though, so what was it called? Space crap, what was it called? Spaceborne? Not Spaceborne. Space Base. There we go. Space Base. That one, Endless Space, or wait, not Endless Space, sorry. Dual Universe, duh. Dual Universe and Star Citizen. Those are the three that, for space games, I think of right now that I want to look at and follow. Wait, Cube just seems way too ambitious. I know people are going to build ugly ass cubes fortresses. Oh man, have you seen what they've already done though with the cubes too? Some people have done some really incredible things with the cube. I didn't even know you could build like that with some of that stuff. It was actually pretty surprising. But I haven't followed what they're planning on doing with the cube system in a little while though. It must be pretty big if you're worried about it though. I think I'd probably just be worried. I'm worried about the like the RVR aspect too. When it comes to like that game, for instance, because you know, even though that's what the game is specifically going to be made for, pretty much, some people might not, you know, end up liking that aspect either way.
Kitsune.
Oh.
Kitsune.
Heal me.
Do you need me?
These things follow you forever. Okay.
Tetrinio. Whose butt needs some kicking?
What's up?
What are you trying to do?
Hey, Isran, how you doing? Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'll answer both your question and Helix. Astellia and Lost Ark and Air are also going to be releasing soon. Well, Lost Ark, that one, I'm pretty sure they're choosing China over us first. That one's going to Russia, and I want to try that at some point, but I'm usually way more comfortable about trying Korean games than I am Russian. Pretty much everybody I'm more comfortable with than Russia, just because, you know, sometimes, like, when it comes to, you know, unidentified programs, I think China and Russia are like the ones that I kind of get worried about the most when it comes to malware and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm pretty sure if they, you know, have the choice, they're going to go to China first, just because that's the much bigger market. That's going to be their money maker right there. It seems like they don't like us after what happened in the KR version. But I would say that Astellia is more compared to Air, because I compare it to that one, because I think Lost Ark might be a few years away for us, but Air might be released next year when it comes to the NA. And PvP wise, I'd say Air is definitely better. It has the steampunk aspect, which is just crazy good, like the mech system and the airship system. It just adds a whole new layer on top of the PvP itself, and with the open world and the the battlegrounds and stuff like that, all that you have for PvP and air. I think it's a better experience PvP wise. This game though, storyline wise, I think it's a better story than air, and the PvE aspect, it seems to be more PvP focused than air, which can be good for the end game, because if you take like the Final Fantasy formula and you apply like a fraction of that to this game, if they want to go that route, then it could succeed in its own right for sure, as long as they make the in-game content have that difficulty factor. Because if you're able to make bosses that have like mechanic switches and different forms and things like that, bosses that really make you think twice and have to pay attention the whole way or even wipe on, then it might add to the longevity of the game. So we'd have to see what happens in the end game there, or like what happens a few months into release. But I think in the PvE aspect it could excel over Ascent. And also the Astell system itself is a very cool concept as well. I like these Astells quite a bit. People should know RVR is the main part of the game. Very true. Yeah. Also, that's my opinion on the game so far, Azran. The engine, it's actually, they've done a really good job with the Unreal Engine. Surprisingly, they've done pretty good in terms of the optimization. The UI is actually a big part of what usually lags in Unreal 3 games, and so far you still notice the lag a bit, but they've done a much better job than other developers have with the Unreal engine about optimizing it very well. I was surprised, and the server didn't break once, and they put NA and EU on the same server. I was thinking that's ballsy. I thought there was going to be a server crash, like maybe even in the first hour. Like launch days and beta days are like always prone to have issues, but they did a pretty good job on that. Surprised. Rip Etika, hell yeah, man. That sucks what happened to him, but you know what? If anything, sometimes with people, sometimes it feels like there's like no way out. I can totally understand that. Depending on like what you're going through, maybe just having it all finally end is like their way of getting peace. So I think at least hopefully he's at peace. Is Astellia focused on PvP? No, it's focused more on... It does have PvP, like with the Avalon 3-faction battleground and the arena, but no, it's more PvE focused, if anything. Way more PvE focused. Also, thank you so much. Looking for a Temtem that finally caught up. I one-shotted it. You spent 2 hours looking for a Temtem? Holy crap. How long does it take to get one? Maybe they didn't catch enough people to make the server crash. Well, see, I thought about that too. And the thing is too, I think when it comes to the beta days, most of the time they never prepare for what they actually get. Like nobody usually prepare, even if it's a beta, nobody prepares for like how much population they're actually going to get. Most of the time they'll do it like what's intended or like what they expect. Like let's say they give out like 50,000 keys. Most companies will be like, all right guys, let's set the capacity at like 20,000, because there's no way all these guys are going to log in at the same time, right? There's no way. And then what happens? You get 30,000 server crashes. So they definitely prepared for this. And originally I thought, and I'm sure a lot of people thought, they were going to keep it at the legendary packs, just having the keys. I got so lucky on that, by the way. I should have died right there. But then they started giving out way more keys too. So that was a good sign. That was a really good sign. Because in the past few years, you haven't really seen a lot of games that have had smooth beta days like that. But launch day is going to be interesting. I think this game's not going to have a big population on launch, because you're going to have stuff coming out at that time, probably Final Fantasy Shadowbringers, World of Warcraft Classic, Elsewhere, other games too. So I think for a while it's probably going to have a pretty stable server, and depending on what they do to add on to it, that'll determine the longevity of it. You said it's a hyper one too? Oh crap. I cannot wait to try Temtem. How big is the world compared to... Oh, you said I don't think the survival MMO genre is dependent on crowdfunding or innovation. The majority of people would be happy with one that meets high quality bar and doesn't rip us off. I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's why I say that really we don't need anything that's next generation or anything like that. just need something that's considered decent. I think that would definitely help for sure. And just having a balance of games, I think, is the best way to go too. The reason I do hope a lot for the crowdfunded games too is because it adds variety to the genre, but not the variety that the games that have been going for years already have, but adds a new variety to new games too. Because there's a lot of people that are just like refugees that just float from new MMO to new MMO looking for a home. So if you had a bunch of different ones coming out right now and the majority or just a few were decent, then that would help a ton. That might bring people back to the genre more if they, you know, had choices to choose from, because that's how it used to be. You know, back in like the early 2000s and like 2010 plus, you always had MMOs to jump to. Like if you got bored with one, boom, you just log onto another game portal site. There was one waiting for you or one coming out. You know, that was where it was at. Really. I think that was like when it was in its strongest for the MMO genre. And the world compared to Bless, it's not. I wouldn't say it's as big. It seems smaller. Yeah. If this is just the explorable area, then yeah, I'd say the area itself is smaller. But the cooler part about this one, or the easier part to swallow this one over Bless, is that when it comes to the end game, because it's more dungeon based, because it's less about just standing in one spot all day and grinding mobs, that makes it better progression wise, mainly because Bless just had a terrible system where you only had like one or two spots for grinding elites per elite spot. So basically there was only I think 3 or 4 channels, and they were always pretty much full, and it was a chore in itself just running around trying to find an elite to grind on all day. So easier when it's dungeon based, that's for sure, when it comes to the end game. Oh no, you're good, Relic. Welcome back. We were just talking about like upcoming crowdfunded games and the survival of the MMO genre, and hopefully how that works out. Hopefully, how that hopefully could work out too.
Kitsune.
Give me some.
Do you need me?
Fine. Though if it does crash on launch, though, when it comes to the server, I'll be super interested to see how many people it takes for that. Its launch days are pretty popular, but it's probably gonna have so much to compete with, so it will probably be in direct competition with Ascent Infinite Realm when that comes out, but that's probably not going to be out till like later this year or next year. There's no mention of the Western beta even yet. Any web giving keys? Oh yeah, there should still be one. Yeah, MMO huts or MMOs. Hopefully. I would check the Discord too. They might have some more information about key giveaways right now. I haven't checked it in a little bit, but whenever there's a key giveaway, they'll always post it in the beta channel. And sometimes they'll do like random things. Like a couple days ago, they had a quiz going on. It was a pretty easy quiz too. It gave you the wiki and everything.
Lunar dance.
Oh, it's definitely feeling smoother from the KR version, that's for sure. I need more pots. What's the Discord? Oh, hold on. I gotcha. Kill this thing first.
Is it time to work?
Okay, so the Discord. Yeah, I'll get the 1 hour link. There you go. That should lead you right to it. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh crap, I gotta buff up, hold on. I will say though, I do hope that you know, some if not all of those crowdfunding games work out. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention earlier too. Not just for the genre itself, but like crowdfunding games in general, because some do work out. Most of the time they're not MMOs, but I think if like all of them or majority of them fail, if that somehow happens, then That'd be very bad for any
Aren't you
other
going to
upcoming crowdfunding games for sure, or ones that come past that. People will be a lot less trusting when it comes to that stuff for sure. And there's already enough trust issues. There's already enough. Revelation, BDO, and a couple other ones thought of that. Mordhau. That's right, Mordhau, yeah. Yeah, you know, crowdfunding games, they still work out. They work out quite a bit. You know, Don't Starve Together, or Don't, yeah. Starbound. You know, there's ones. There's definitely ones. It's mainly like 50 out of 50,000, or like 500 really, but still, they do happen. I'm going to be the shy class on BDO next week. Hopefully, I won't get arthritis. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how that class fully works. Like I saw a little bit of gameplay of it, but it was like pretty low level stuff. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. That seems interesting though, that shy class. I wonder what they're adding for PvE though, because someone told me they were just gonna add bosses, but the game already has some bosses. Assume they were gonna add some dungeons too. Oh crap, hold on. Gotta make sure I have that on. Alright, I need to start upgrading my stuff. Gotta get my kill time up. Or kill time down.
Draco, who's my opponent? Split blast!
Roger that, bullet. Wait, Lyra, do I even have her in my... Oh, I do have her in my deck. Okay. Let's see. Braga. Pisces Serpens. Twice as much Asper. That one I don't care about as much, but this one I do. Increase AP recovery per second. That's a good one. Okay, let's see if we can do this main quest really quick. For an Asian MMO, it has a good UI.
Master.
It's not too shabby. It's pretty sleek. The only thing that drives me crazy is how to add that third skill bar, because apparently we can do that. But I like that we can actually move the stuff around too. You'd usually expect it, but you know, we always get surprised. We always get surprised whenever.
Crimson Rock Sanctum.
What?
Let's look for Crimson Rock Sanctum.
Oh, okay. When it doesn't actually have a way to edit the UI. How would you rate it so far? To score out of 10? For this game, so I would say it's a little hard to rate it right now, mainly because this game's Astell system, like the companion system that we have, it's pretty unique. I like it a lot, like in how I like Dragon's Nest as well in that regard, that specific regard. The combat of it feels more fluid than the KR version. For a tab target game, it's decently fast paced actually. The storyline is actually pretty intriguing. I think it's pretty easy-ish to get, you know, apart, like attune with, if you usually like storylines in games. When it comes to the PvP, so it's mainly going to be arena-based and the battleground, the 3-faction battleground called Avalon. I think that the game has a medium amount of content right now to hold people over. And I'd say that the server, like the optimization and everything like that, seems to run pretty well. So if you're looking for a game to play, I could say that it's probably around at least 6.5 to 7, around there. And the only thing that would really bring it down is mainly like the class choice is mainly like the class selection, which 5 isn't bad to start with, but when you have, you know, gender lock on top of that, it kind of makes it a little harder to work with for some people, because there are people that won't play a class if it's gender locked. And for the most part, I am the same way when it comes to that, but I just decided to swallow it, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go ahead and play a ranger. But yeah, it does kind of make it a little tougher until they get the gender lock removed. I'd say a solid about 6.5 to at least a 7 for sure. The PvP aspect, I would say Ascent Infinite Realm does offer better content in that regard. PvE wise, though I am enjoying the pacing of this game more than Ascent. And the PvE side of things, I think it would be more enjoyable than Ascent, mainly because once you get to endgame, you aren't stuck with an endless grind of getting like 0.5 experience a day. Instead, you can actually, you know, progress through your gear in this game as well and stuff like that. I like the pet system. There's no way this can compete with Final Fantasy 14. No, yeah, that's why I think that this game's going to have a low population on launch, because there's no way it can really... Welcome back, Forley. They're going to be... People will be pulled away, like hardcore for Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers and World of Warcraft Classic, and then also Elsewhere and whatever else is coming out. So it really depends on what they decide to add in the span of those 3 to 6 months before things start to die down in the other games. And maybe that'll probably catch people's attention if they start adding some pretty good stuff, and, you know, talk about adding more classes. They're showing concept art, stuff like that, of what's to come and future content. And then if it can hold a steady population, if it can hold its own for about 6 months without, you know, showing noticeable decline, like some games would, and when they are like new, then I think that it's got a good shot for sure of at least being a stable one, kind of like you know how Terra, Blade and Soul, those games, they became stable in their own right. They might not have a lot of people playing it as opposed to the big ones, but they're still afloat at least. So that part's commendable at the very least, no matter what. I heard in Blade and Soul things have gotten kind of bad there, but either way, a survival mode kind of thing coming out with a new update. Right, that's the crap. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. It's the horde mode, right? That they're gonna add on VDO. Oh, crap. Let's go. Oh wait, where does this want me to go? In here? Let's go. You said from all the MMOs, what's your favorite? Welcome back, Forley. That's tough. That's really tough. Man, I love a lot of MMOs for different reasons. Wushu-based, Wuxia-based, Age of Wushu. That one's always got a place in my heart. Storyline, PvE-wise, Final Fantasy 14 for sure. PvP-wise, oh, that's tough. That's like a toss-up between Wrath of the Lich King, World of Warcraft, and... Oh, man. Damn. I have to think about it. PvP wise, there's been so many. I've loved a lot of different ones in terms of PvP. That's a tough one. It's really hard. Well, RuneScape was like always one that I've absolutely loved too, in that regard. MapleStory when I was younger, I did like a lot. RuneScape is probably one that I've always held near and dear. Man, that's really tough. Actually, I'm having a hard time thinking of what would be my favorite. Just like of what's come out in the past few years. We haven't had a lot that was great coming out in the past few years. And I like some more at certain time periods, like for ArcAge, the alpha, beta, and first few weeks of release. That was really good. That was really good. Moonlight Blade, oh yeah. Hell yeah, that was a good experience when I was playing Moonlight Blade actually too. Said I had hope for Bless until the very end. Oh god. Oh man. They still never released Mystic. They still didn't give anybody Mystic. That's the craziest part. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of hard to say what my most favorites would be right now. Like Pirates Online, I used to play that a long time ago when it was still alive, and that one was super fun. I used to go into Tortuga, just islands, and go into the taverns to play blackjack and stuff like that, Texas Hold'em. That's a noticeable lag right there. See, that's I think they're dealing with node line systems here, because in one of the starter town, for instance, you'll at the exact same spot every time you'll get some noticeable lag, and right there that wasn't normal. So I'm pretty sure they got node lines to kind of compensate for loading into some areas.
Are always well. You need to take care of the monsters before exploring any dungeon. Seasoned adventurers are
emailed them telling that they need to add a way to add more PvE dungeons and maybe a raid. Oh, did you email BDO? Said Club Penguin, but it's shut down. Oh god. Oh my god. Club Penguin was pretty sick. I was in a queue for this. kind of re-enter that queue then. Oh man, there's quite a few coming out though, surprisingly enough. Some that are less known in terms of MMOs, but some that might have some interest to peak. Temtem, of course, just went into official public alpha, I guess you could call it. You can pre-order through the Discord store. It's like an old school Pokemon game, or like a new school Pokemon game rather, but in MMO form. And then Astellia Online is going to be one that's like an older school one, but in the modern age. But it's going to have that old school type of graphics and engine. More than likely, it reminds me a lot of Worm Online. But if that does work out and has at least like thousands of players and playing the game, then I think it can work out pretty well. Because games like that, you really don't need like 10,000-15,000 players playing. You really don't need that at all. Oh snap. New email video. Man, hopefully they take it. That's some good XP actually. Yeah, they'll probably need to have something in terms of PvE if they want to bring people back and whatnot. Quick scope me on Club Penguin. Oh dear God. Is this game worth $30? You know, it's really hard to say. I would say that right now, you know, if you're a gamer that's looking for something new and you just like have nothing else to play, for me personally, when I buy MMOs and play MMOs, usually saves me money most of the time, because if I'm not playing an MMO, for instance, I'll be on Steam, probably just moving from one game to the next after I finish it, or just jumping back and forth because one might get stale very quick after like 10 hours or so. So I'd say that if you're in that position, yeah, no matter what, if it's a new MMO and it's not going to feel like a punishment every time you play it, as opposed to not, oh dear God, as opposed to not playing it, then yeah, it could definitely be worth that kind of money. But if you're like really skeptical about it and you're not sure, I'd say that if you're interested like the PvE side of things, maybe a little less so than the PvP, though really there's nothing that's new. Like Air would be one that would compete PvP wise with it and would win in that regard. That's not going to be out for a little while. So if you're planning on just jumping into something new, then it's up to you. But I would say, yeah, you could probably have some good fun for at least $30.
Oh, Master, be careful. He is dead.
The aspect of the how do I say this? Like the anime-ish aspect might get a little difficult to get into if you're not comfortable with that sort of thing or like attuned to it. That was one part I try not to mind too much. I usually don't play games of that nature, but it's okay. Like once you get past level 10, you stop caring really fast. But I'd say the pacing is pretty relaxed. Once you get past like level 23, 22-ish, it goes up pretty quick in terms of progression. You start leveling up pretty quick, and it's pretty straightforward. It's not special in terms of like the quest lines. It's go here, kill that, go here, gather that, stuff like that. PvP in-game would be like arenas and the 3-faction PvP. Hello. But you could get some fun out of it for $30 though, compared to, unless you're planning on playing like Shadowbringers or Classic, then by all means, if you're waiting for that, go crazy. They will make it gender-free, gender unreleased. Oh, so only the warrior and the assassin, as per the article that they posted, is going to be, that's what they're planning on having, to be ungender locked at release. So basically, we don't know when the other classes are going to have the genders added. So we don't know when we'll get male rangers, male mages, things like that. So we're not sure about that. That could be the next 3 months after launch. It could be the next 6 months after launch. What I'm curious about there is what kind of content they're planning on adding, and oh my god, what kind of content and what kind of classes they're planning on adding after launch and after the genders are fixed as well. I really want to see concept art. I really do. Same thing for Air. Been looking for a good MMO to play. Shadow the Avatar. Oh, I need to actually get into that game a little bit. I know that I was meaning to so bad before it actually came out into full release, but now it's It's in a state where it's released, I think, but it's still pretty low population right now, and they seem to be pretty dedicated to keeping that game afloat. I remember they had to move out of the office that they were running the game from, which of course might have been for money reasons, probably was for money reasons, but they still are going pretty strong with that game. So I definitely got to check it out at some point. That's some noticeable lag right there too. Yeah, those probably node lines. Oh wait, what? Okay. Oh.
The Karza Order is putting up quite a fight. We must gain control of Mackerson Basin so that we can attack the Temple of Blessings with minimal resistance.
We have to defeat the Karza minions.
Nice. Been like that for a few years now. I think Air's finally won.
We have to defeat the Karza.
PvP in that game is insane. It was so cool flying on those airships, and more importantly, not having that much lag when it came down to that part too. Oh. Oh, hey, I can put that other gear piece on, right? Nice. Actually, let's see here. I want to see what this looks like. Holy crap. That actually looks pretty good, but damn, that's revealing. All right, then. Holy God. We're wearing that from now on. Actually, I do like the outfit, though. That is pretty cool. Like them both. Dang. One thing that's pretty interesting too is the cash shop, how that's gonna work in the Korean version, at least, aside from the other stuff that we don't want in the cash shop, of course. The Astell cosmetics, that was a pretty interesting concept there. They had like quite a lot of different costumes for the Astells. I think if you get some for the Savior Astells and the Guardians one, the Guardians too, that could probably end up working pretty well.
Draco, who's my opponent?
Get him, Draco.
Split blast!
3D modeling, and I want to start my own game one day. You know what? It starts with the dream. Keep it up. Sometimes that's all it takes. Well, when it comes to just MMOs, though, it might also take funding, so just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You might have to go rogue on a couple of those, depending on what the publishers want. No, just kidding. But yep, you start small and build it up. You start out with one of those tycoon games. They seem to be pretty good. And heck, most of the content is basically the players making it themselves, right? So how bad could it be? I guess you'd have to like code in every single possibility of every single way they could make the content itself. So I guess that would probably be the hardest part, but still.
Master, I'll be leaving now.
Oh man, come on. Bard pet in this game is really cool. They have some pretty cool ones. They really do. They really do. As healer wise, I actually like this one pretty good. She's a pretty good healer, actually.
Kitsune.
Divine hug.
You know, I like this this outfit quite a bit. I think it's pretty cool.
Kitsune.
Special abilities. I think she was one of the Astells in the cash shop too that you could actually buy cosmetics for too, if I remember right, in the Korean version. Ever played Lotro? Yeah, actually I did. You know what? I would have played it more, I think, if I didn't buy the sub, because I bought the sub for it right before it went free to play, like a month before, and for some reason that just like persuaded me to not want to play it until it went free to play. And then once it actually went free to play, I forgot about it. But I wish I actually got into Endgame on that. I meant to try it for the legendary server, but I didn't get a chance during that time. That's when EverQuest was coming out with their 20th anniversary. Moving this, sorry. Oh, come on. Oh, you go to school across from Digital Extremes? Lucky. I thought you were gonna say Athlon Games for a second too, because I was gonna say, heck, you might even be able to peek in there one day and see what's going on with the new Lord of the Rings MMO. Wait,
Are they getting so close to me?
well, I know Athlon. Are they the creators of Warframe? I thought it was Athlon Games for the maybe they're under that name.
What are you trying to do?
Whose butt needs some kicking?
Maybe they just use a different name, but they're part of them too. Yeah, they're supposed to be designing that Lord of the Rings MMO when they partnered way back last year. Oh, there we go. Could add one more stat to this. Oh, nice. Actually getting closer and closer to 30. Not bad. Ish. Not bad-ish. Come on. Blizzard finally announced a new MMORPG apart from WoW. Oh my god. You know, what was it? There was that that one that they were planning on doing, I think before Overwatch was a thing. I think yeah, I remember that. They were planning on making another MMORPG before Overwatch became a thing. And then they scrapped it, and then it might have been Overwatch itself that they were planning on making beforehand into an MMO. I have to go back and find that story. Just remember that though. My damage? Yeah, I keep forgetting I need to go back and actually upgrade my stuff. I keep getting distracted and not caring. Oh wait, hold on. Project Titan. Was that the... Oh my god. I need to look at the story. Oh, Moonlight Blade releases on the West. Yeah, Nexon said that they said that there wasn't going to be anything releasing on the West this year, but next year is probably going to be, I would say early next year even. That's probably going to be when it decides to come out. That's the one, Project Titan. I need to look for that. You like game? Any suggest? Any recommend? Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a new game to play, you got nothing else, then yeah, I'd say so. The PvE side of things is more relaxed in this game. Storyline's pretty decent. And PvP-wise, you get enough in-game to kind of hold you over. If you can make it past like level 20-ish, that's when things start to pick up a bit in this game. But if you're able to get a key right now, then yeah, go for it. Absolutely. On Saturday, they're going to release an NPC that allows us to go above level 50. Or, sorry, go to level 50. So you'll be able to test out the end game if you get in right now. Okay, it was made from parts of Titan, but not all. Gotcha. Really should have built on that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, if you get a key to the beta, yeah, definitely jump in when you can. Give it a shot if you think you'll like it. Paragon. Man, I actually did like Paragon. You know, I know it was laggy in some cases and it had its issues, but man, that was actually pretty fun for a while. Twin Blast was my wait. Twin Blast. Okay, there we go. We're talking about Paragon. Yeah, Twin Blast is my guy. I liked him, but I was trying to get into the other guys, but I didn't have enough time to play. Man, I wish they I wonder what Project Titan would have been like too. They probably made the smarter business decision, but well, no. I mean, who knows? MMO wise, that probably would have been I mean, if they did it right, coming from Blizzard during that time too. When was that? That wasn't Mr. Pandaria. I think that was actually, was it? No, I think it was Warlords of Draenor, right? Or when did Overwatch come out? I know it wasn't more than like 5 years. Let me see. (2016). So that was speculation is that Project Titan was too close to what Destiny became, hence why they canceled it. Oh, they were making it like a shooter RPG. That had to have been, well, I mean, if they made like a medieval one, or maybe even like a sci-fi one that was not really based off of like a shooter aspect. I think that was Warlords of Draenor. That was either Warlords or like End of Mist, something like that. Oh wait, they went Cataclysm, Mr. Pandaria. Wait, it was Mr. Pandaria first. Crap. Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mr. Pandaria, Draenor. Okay. Yeah, Cataclysm. Okay, yep, okay. Wait, 2010? Holy God. For Cataclysm? That's crazy. It hasn't been that long, has it? Wait a minute. Holy crap. Oh, that was totally Warlords. Okay, yeah, that had to be. That had to have been Warlords. Or just like just getting into Legion. Legion, I thought, was 2017. Oh, no, it was... What? It was 2016? Are you kidding me? Wow, okay. Holy crap. I thought Legion was 2017. Wow. Oh, wait, no, I remember now. Okay. Activision, they're never going to be the same. Yeah, they really gutted that company. They really, really gutted them hard. It sucks what can happen when it comes to having really bad publishers. Let's look at BioWare and EA. How well that's going right now. They better. Speaking of which, they better not mess up Dragon Age 4. What's up, Sunny? How you doing? They better not. I don't care what they think's gonna work, or how much they like their loot boxes. They better not. Yeah, I gotta make sure I go back to town in a second here and try to upgrade some stuff. Actually, I'm gonna do some right now. I got a couple stone. Oh, I got a lot of enhancement stones. Yes. I should be able to evolve this thing too. How's it going, Sunny? Place the item in enchantment and evolution window to evolve it. Items can't be evolved beyond level 50. Item fusion. Equipped items can't be evolved. Alright, this is where it gets fun. Let's see what it takes. Really? Enhancement level is reset. Oh snap. So what did that actually take? See, that's a pretty cool concept right there. That evolution system is interesting. That damage is still crap though. That's why I'm building for crit.
Draco, who's my opponent?
That was actually pretty good. Book publishers were always considered a necessary evil by most writers. I don't know what people expect from game publishers. That's true. That's true. Sometimes the publishers, you know, sometimes the publishers can be pretty good though. I think, who's a decent one? Is it what? Not Deep Silver. I think I might be talking. No, Project Norden. Crap. What are their names? Hold on. People behind. Oh, THQ Nordic. How do you say their name? Hold on. Nordic. Yeah, THQ Nordic. I think they're decent. I think they're a publisher too. Yeah, Austrian video game publisher based in Vienna. Them, and I'd say Deep Silver. Deep Silver's pretty good. Deep Silver's pretty good when it comes to publishing too. There's a couple decent ones out there for sure. Just a couple though. Yeah, THQ Nordic, and I'd say wait, who's behind oh crap, Pillars of Eternity? I think that's no, Obsidian's the developer. Someone, I don't know if they actually have a publisher for that one. Nord, I see. Yeah, Nord. Yeah, Nord. I'd say Nord is pretty good. Are keys still available for Astellia? Yeah, there should be. Yeah, there's still keys being given out. I'm gonna do a giveaway again before I go to before we stop tonight. In about an hour. About an hour. I'll give out some more. I should have about 14, 15-ish left, so I'll probably give out 6 more. And then tomorrow, if I can, I'll give out some more too. Used to really like Deep Silver until they gave into Epic. Oh, like the Epic Game Store?
You must come up with a plan to defend against
Are they doing that now? Situation with loot boxes is over by the time. You know, I actually watched that interview today, that court session, because I started watching videos of people covering it, and when I was on my, because I'm on my work schedule, I'm doing like a split shift, so I have like 4 hours of a lunch, and then I gotta go back for 4 hours after the initial 4 hours is done. So during that 4 hours of break, I was watching that a little bit and playing some of this. And man, they really did not know what to say for the most part. It was a lot of deflection in that hearing. It was crazy when it came to the loot boxes. They really want those loot boxes.
Have to defeat the cars and minions.
For EA. I hope beyond hope they don't mess that up though. Like I got super worried when Shadow of War came out because I felt like it was just gonna get worse from there. Because, you know, in a single player game, yeah, it might not matter as much when it comes to having loot boxes and stuff, but it's just, it really just kind of defeats the purpose almost sometimes when you can just drop $50 and get in-game gear immediately as opposed to actually going in there and working for it. It almost just doesn't even make sense. It might not even be a single player game at that point. Surprise mechanics, exactly. And then Assassin's Creed Odyssey had it, which I love the game. Don't get me wrong, I love Shadow of War 2, but I hated the monetization in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It kind of didn't make sense to a point. Like you could buy stuff from the cash shop at level 1 like gear, and then if you leveled up, I mean, to get that stuff upgraded from 1 to 50, you had to pay so many mats. It was absolutely insane. You might as well have just gotten purple gear at level 50 instead of actually upgrading the cash shop stuff, or waited until you got the end game. So for the people who didn't know that and did it early, that would have sucked for them.
I need
GOG's new launcher. Actually, I haven't been on GOG in such a long time, about a year or two. What does it look pretty good? Make Exodus exclusives to Epic. Oh crap. Oh man. Yeah, that's going to be a big thing over the next like year and a half. That launcher is probably going to be ending up being the way of the future just because there's going to be so many exclusives on it. At this point, oh snap, Zell, thank you so much. Holy crap. Zell, thank you. There are no loot boxes. There are surprise mechanics. Oh my god. Dude, that's... Oh, it's just so crazy. Honestly, I hope Steam just brings down their freaking price, or brings down their tax or whatever the hell, because at this point they're just gonna get overtaken. It's just like the walls are just closing in around them, and they just they're not doing anything about it still. The only reason, I'm pretty sure, right, the only reason that mainly people go to Epic is because they don't want to have to pay out as much profit to Steam. They'd rather just go with Epic, and of course Epic is probably offering incentives like crazy, but still, I mean, they might, I would just lower the tax at that point. But I remember we were talking about it, and if they did, wait, what am I doing with this container? Uh-oh. If they did that, then probably lose out in some way. I forgot what you guys said, what way they'd lose out in, but I feel like I would hope that they could do it though, and just be done with it. Numbers wise, they're pretty much the same as when you were like level 15. I've started noticing that too, Sonny. Yeah. And I've been building crit. I just actually upgraded my weapon. I've been building crit on my dexterity and stuff. From what I've seen compared to current gear that I have, most of my stuff is up to date. Oh, actually, yeah, it is all up to date. Put that on. Wait, what kind of necklace is that? Let me start actually going for this stat mid-maxing. Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of interesting though. I think it could be because the game is more focused on these Astells, so I think it kind of goes like half and half, where we're able to do decent damage, but when it comes down to it, like the Astells seem like they do, you know, quite a bit more. Like if I pull out my range one, for instance. Well, he's not doing enough damage right now, that's for sure. But I think you're like supposed to combine your damage with the Astells, and then that's the real damage. Well, that crit was pretty good, actually. $3.2k crit. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm building crit. I don't know, it's very odd. Though in-game, the bigger damage numbers might become relevant, because when it comes to the in-game gear, there's multiple stages of that from what I've seen. Like when you upgrade that, you can evolve like starter gear all the way up to level 50, and then when you get it to like heroic and stuff like that, you start getting some big numbers. But it's still probably going to be similar to this, where like time to kill might end up being pretty long still. I have skill points to apply. Oh dear God, hold on. Do that too. I thought I applied these actually. I had this one maxed out already, so that's good. Barbed arrow. Yeah, my main skills I always max out first. Eagle shot. Okay. For the most part, I'm up to date on everything. I don't know, I'm curious about this, like how the damage is going to work in-game too. With the key. I'm joking though. Oh my God. You said 150 AUD. Dang, that's crazy. You know, actually, they're giving out keys like crazy for this game right now too. Are you already a part of the Discord too? Because they have like these random events all the time for these keys. Pretty sure they'll have another one soon. But hell yeah, you'll get a key. We'll get you a key for sure. Because everybody's gonna be doing giveaways, and then they're gonna have all these events, these crazy events. Oh, roger that, Horizon. Enjoy. Oh, hold on. Get out of here.
Taurus!
Oh, what do I do? I'm not sure if I can do this.
You know what? Cat's gonna be so cool sometimes. The last time I interacted with one, though, it's been so long. It's back when I was first watched Saw for the first time. The very first Saw movie. Which, now that I think about it, that's been a while, considering how many Saws they made since then and how long it's been since the last Saw movie. But that night, I ended up watching Finding Nemo all night long with the cat. So that was fun. Combos against mobs don't feel that long looking at you, but the fact that I'm looking at your damage and just seeing a bunch of 100s and 500s base damage and a random 3k crit triggers me somehow. It is very interesting in that regard. In PvP, that kind of makes me wonder if it's going to be a thing where You know, like it's just a lot of smaller numbers. Like let's say you're fighting somebody who can self-heal, and then all at once, boom, you're dead. Something like that. I don't know, that's curious. I feel like PvP though is also going to be very heavily based on these Astells, because some of these special abilities, like if I summon out this big boy, that's what you call a savior right there. This is a savior Astell. So this is one of a few different ones. I have him, and of course Eligos as well as another one, and these guys are like specialized Astells that you can bring out and they won't take from your yellow AP bar. See how that's still going up? Because you spend AP to summon them, and then they're just on a timer. But these are real bad boys right here. They do a lot of damage. He did a 1700 right there without a crit, so I think he's pretty much close to me too in terms of that damage. And then like once I can summon Ellie, and you can also, like from the card packs, you can get higher stars for your Astells too, so you can get higher grade Astells from those packs, and you can upgrade these Astells too. Like you have the +1 right here. You have to do that through this menu. You get these star jewels from drops and stuff like that, and once you fill up all their star slots, you can enhance them like this. And then it takes those stats and it imports it into the actual Astell stats, and then you can start it all over again. You can start putting new ones in, basically. I'll save that one.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Okay, there we go. If I summon this bad boy, they also do have their own special abilities too. This one seems more AoE based.
Eligos.
Lightning field.
Like that. See, so in PvP, I think a big part of this will be based off of the Astells, and not just like using them, but also switching between them, because you can switch between one, use their special ability, desummon it if you need to, and then switch right to the next one as well. Yeah, Braga's pretty sweet. That one was one I was interested in from the moment I jumped in it. It's actually pretty good. Said big boy. The game actually performs pretty well, but you do get noticeable frame drops, especially when you're going through certain areas. That feels like they might have node line set up, because where loading screens would pop up, you get noticeable lag instead. But for the most part, the server's been running well. It actually hasn't crashed since the beta started, so that's surprising, with EU and NA piled on one server. That was pretty impressive, at least. But for the most part, overall, so far so good. And how's the game? It's pretty good. Well, in terms of PvP, we haven't seen the endgame part of the PvP yet. PvE aspect is pretty relaxed. It's not as fast-paced as some games when it comes to the leveling until you get to around level 23. Then it really picks up. It gets much faster. But for the most part, the combat is it's pretty fast-paced for a tab targeting game. The optimization seems to be run pretty good in most areas. Content-wise, I'm really curious to see how the end game shapes up. Like the dungeons, some of them seem more mechanic-based and probably will be proved to be pretty difficult at first. Though once you get to a point where you have really high level Astells and gear, it's probably going to be a lot easier. So hopefully the content they add is going to reflect that, and they'll be able to keep people interested, because I think one of the most important things about the end game is having that difficulty factor. I would say, when it comes to the PvE aspect at least, so that way people aren't able to blaze through all the content in just a day. Okay, what do you want? Wait, I gotta repair a fence. Which fence, though? Okay. It's always the same skill that deals huge damage. The arrow you fire in the sky. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, I don't know what'll happen there. I'm wondering as well if every class has like a big damage skill that they have when it comes down to that part too, and how PvP is going to work. Because like if two people do their high damage skills on one person, they're probably going to have like no chance, or be taken down to like, you know, maybe 40%, even less than that health possibly. So we'll have to see what happens there. And then you can also combo your Astell's power skills into that too. Yeah, after Bless. Yeah, and luckily, both Air and this game seem to be doing a lot better with this engine than Bless ever did. Luckily, they seem to know how to work with it and optimize it to where it won't be a laggy piece of crap every time you try to log in and have servers crashing all the time and whatnot. Oh, the biggest thing that I noticed with Unreal 3 games is the UI. You start opening a bunch of menus, you'll start to get a lot of lag. But in this one seems to have it even less than Air, actually, where you can have pretty smooth transitions when you're opening up the UI. Because for Unreal 3 games, it just seems to be a big part of like causing a bunch of lag. But you'll notice it occasionally when you open up like the Astell window specifically. But other than that, it's pretty good actually. Oh. Crap, wrong button. The questing's pretty simplistic though too, so you kind of have to like, whenever you're like leveling up, you basically turn your brain off, just kind of get through it. If you're playing with friends, then it's probably going to be a little bit easier to start having conversations and just completing the quest together and whatnot. But other than that, the dungeons are pretty interesting aspects. Some of the areas do look a lot better than I was expecting. Like 2 areas back, it kind of reminded me of like Avatar, the forest that we were in. That was pretty interesting. Where? Wait a minute. Where is this barricade that it wants me to repair? Unless, hold on. Oh, okay. There it is. Right? Nope. No. That's so weird. It's got to be over here somewhere, though. Consistent feedback in that regard. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They seem to be pretty determined to take feedback from what the players are saying and kind of address it and add on to it. I'm really interested to see what kind of content they start planning to add once the game goes into launch and even before that, because new classes, definitely feel like the game needs new classes, especially if the specializations of this game don't really like add anything content wise or like skill wise or anything, which I'm pretty sure they don't. But you can get specializations for each class in this game. There's 3 different ones for each one too, which that's a lot of variety. But I'm trying to figure out like what exactly they do, because every time I ask anyone, no one can give me an answer on those specializations. Wait, Annoying Orange had a new video? Oh god. Where is this barricade? I must be blind because I'm not seeing it anyway. Hold on. Yeah, number 2, right? I don't like to go throughout my gameplay without completing a quest. We gotta fix this. Unless it's in the other area, but it can't be. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. At least retrieve the bombs. Do I have to get the bombs first? And I thought I already did that too. The 8th the window does. Oh, the Astell. Presented on it. Yeah, it could be. I mean, in terms of the map too, that one I notice usually has a lot to do with the lag in some games, Unreal 3 wise. But this one, of course, seems like a smaller map too. Much smaller map than normal, so that could probably contribute to it as well. Either way, it's good to see that it doesn't lag like crazy whenever you try to open your map.
Master, I'll be leaving now.
Yeah, you're dead.
Whose butt needs some kicking?
Got him. An SSD. Speaking of which, I really need to actually get this game on the SSD. I was trying to install it onto the SSD at first, but then it had this weird issue where it just wasn't registering properly. But probably, most games will probably be better served when it comes to the SSD. I mean, hell, all games are better served when it comes to the SSD. But, oh, there it is. But it's good to see, like, as like a baseline too, that some games can run pretty well, even if you're just running on a normal hard drive. Because most people, you know, sometimes they won't add games onto SSD, like if they have like a 250 or like a 100 gigabyte, 156 or something like that. Maybe they don't want to. They want to be more selective about what they put on the SSD. Wait, am I still in that queue? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. Okay, this is scenario dungeon 2. Can you not resize the interface? What's up? Oh, you can. Oh, I haven't done it yet, though.
I can sense extreme cause of contamination.
Well, wait. Actually, you can move the stuff around. I don't know if you can actually resize the UI, though. Let me see. Just in case. Auto reject trade. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There it is. You son of a bastard. There's the third quick slot. In all my time, I never thought to check the accessibility window. It makes sense to be in there, too. There it is. So trading is actually in the game, too. That's a nice touch. I was just assuming, like, coming in that trading was just not a thing at all, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There it is. Bastard. So UI-based, or UI-wise, it doesn't look like you might be able to resize it through this setting here. Wait a second. You know what I was thinking about earlier today, too? When it comes to the... Let me see. Notify skill use. I wanted to see if they had, like, smart casting when it came to the skills, because I think... Target skill, automatic movement. Yeah, if they have, like, smart casting, or if they put smart casting in, that would help a lot with some of these skills. Basic skill, automatic movement. Oh, you can't scale the individual items? Okay. Probably can't do it through here, can you? No. Just move it around, though. I'm guessing that... Oh, right. Interface size. Yeah, so we can adjust, like, the overall, but... Not too bad. It's pretty clean compared to most. Most Korean game or most Eastern games rather. Need to get my Braga out.
What do I do? I'm not sure if I can do this.
Finally, though. God. I think I just got a new skill not too long ago. I gotta put on the bar too. Evasion arrow. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so... Gotta keep that on Control 5, probably. I have this method to madness where I always keep, like, a charge on number 5. I do, like, a counter charge or, like, a secondary on Shift 5. I guess I'll put this on Control 5. This way it's... That one's gonna be more situational anyway, so... Why not? Lack of UI scaling. Yeah, you know what? One thing I forgot to... See, oh, that was pretty cool. One thing I would like to ask too is if they have any plans for releasing the API, you know, for like add-ons. I think that could be something that could be really beneficial to the game too, especially when it comes to the UI. I forgot why games sometimes don't like doing that, but
Evasive arrow.
Ooh, you could do like a backflip combo. That's pretty cool. But add-ons might be pretty cool. Except for maybe certain ones. Maybe like if someone were to add like a dungeon boss mod kind of thing. People probably wouldn't like that too much, I'd imagine. But maybe mainly because it might make the dungeons too easy. But who knows? It could be cool. It really depends on where they go with the PvE too.
What do I do? I'm not sure if I can do this.
I'm really curious about that. Korean MMOs usually don't. Especially since most everything is server side. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a lot of them do that at all. Well, really, not a lot of games in general in the past few years. I don't think have really been add-on friendly. I think it's mostly been the ones that came out like 2012 and before, for the most part. I don't think Blade and Soul has any, does it? Or no? Probably not. Not Blade and Soul. Probably not. Definitely not Revelation, I'd imagine. Oh yeah, but smart casting. That would be really cool. Let's see if I can put that in suggestions.
Who's my opponent?
Actually, the Ranger stuff is pretty smooth. It does feel smooth. It feels smoother than when I played on the Warrior. That's for sure too. I'd imagine what you guys are saying is probably right too. Like how the Rangers and the, I don't know about the Mages though. I haven't played them yet. Probably feel smoother than the melee. I definitely think that, yeah, being able to resize the UI though might help a lot when it comes to the, or well, like resize it individually and change stuff around. Be pretty beneficial. But hopefully this works for now at least. Blade and Soul didn't, neither Revelation. Okay, gotcha. Is this a closed beta? Yeah, it's a closed beta of the Western version. And this is the beta where they're testing out the PvE side of stuff mainly. And on the on Saturday, they're actually going to be giving us an NPC to max out our characters and test out all the in-game gear and stuff like that. Actually, you know what, too? Blade and Soul. Oh, you know what? I don't know about the population in Blade and Soul. Probably getting better. I think they released a new expansion not too long ago, but on Unreal 4, when they make the transition over, I think that's like in December or something like that. I was planning on getting back into it a little bit, but then I felt so bad that I didn't claim the free 60 reward. I've only got my Force Master. Kind of wanted to do like a Kung Fu Master or a Soul Fighter. Or even a Warden. That's what I hate about their events though. Like they give you like 3 days to claim it. That's how they get you. Like, what if you're on vacation, man? I wish they let you like rack up that event stuff. That way, if like you ever decided to come back, you'd have all that stuff to kind of come back to. Played quite a bit at launch. Yeah, that first week, I had a blast there too. When everybody was kind of making the rush to 45, and we were all just rushing Poor Heron Stronghold and stuff like that. That was pretty fun. Those queues were obnoxious though. Queue was so long. I think it was like 6 to 8 hours of queue time a day. Like I'd have to wake up early in the morning, start the queue up, go back to bed, and just like be like 1 hour from being done with the queue by the time I woke up. Would even allow devs from a tech standpoint the ability to do add-on support. Unreal 3. It's been done before, right? Wait, have we had? What engine is not ESO, but crap. Are those really on custom engines? I think Guild Wars 2 is. Wow, none of those are on Unreal 3, are they? Like Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls. Definitely not World of Warcraft, of course. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't be able to do that then when it comes to add-on support. How's it feel so far? Am I enjoying Archer? Yeah, the Archer, the combat does feel pretty smooth. Definitely smoother than on the KR server. So that's a good step up for sure. And in terms of the Astell aspect, I do like the Astell part very much. Actually, that's pretty fun for me. I always love companion style combat, and with this game, it seems like the companions play a really big role in terms of just about everything. And being able to switch between them like at a fast-paced speed too is really good, especially in PvP. I think it'll be really enjoyable. But yeah, the pacing's pretty good so far, and once you get to 50, you'll be able to start progressing gear-wise. And so far, it seems like the damage might be a little low on at least this character, but I think that's why they kind of pair you up with the Astell to kind of balance that out. But overall, I'm kind of curious as to how much content we'll have in-game and if it'll be able to hold people over. But Archer, yeah, I'm enjoying this class so far, though. Absolutely.
Rota,
Is it time to work?
Really curious as to where they're gonna go with that too. Oh, Guild Wars 2 is not on. Yeah, I figured. Remember you guys were talking about yesterday. Guild Wars 3 might get announced in the next few months or like a year. That would break some stuff for sure.
Lunar dance.
Yeah, the active dodging does seem like it was enhanced because before, like on the Korean version, I don't think there's any way I'd be able to do this shot right here and then immediately do a backflip or do it in the middle of that like I did a second ago. It doesn't feel like you're as locked down in the combat now, at least. And maybe I was thinking like it was probably because we switched from Korean to North American, but with the VPN it wasn't too bad. Sometimes it would be like 110 ping, 150, which is pretty decent. Of course, still bad though, but still.
Lunar dance.
Oh, new X-Pack yesterday? I think they're doing good in NA and EU. Korea, I think they're between number 1 and 3. Holy crap, that's crazy. That's right, yeah, new X-Pack, okay. And then with Unreal 4 up the pike, they're probably going to start getting more people joining in Blade and Soul too. And Unreal 4 probably have a lot of people quite a few people flocking to it just because it's going to be Unreal 4, and that's something we haven't really touched on too much yet in terms of MMOs. Oh, okay, the archers, got it. Let's go this way. Well, actually, nope, dead end. Look for any over here. If not, I'm going to the boss. Okay. Release date for this game? Nothing yet. We don't know when the second CBT will be. That's probably when we'll be able to test out a lot of PvP stuff too, like Avalon. I'd imagine the tests might only be like a few weeks apart, but of course we don't have any like confirmed info on that, so we'll have to see mainly. But I'd say probably by the end of the year, I could see this one releasing.
Evasive arrow.
Seems like it's in a state where they're like working on the finishing touches for the most part. The gender lock is going to be something that's probably going to take quite a bit of time because they're planning on doing that. The warrior and the assassin, those are going to be ungender locked before the end of launch.
Aren't you going to help?
Or before launch comes, and then the other ones will come later. Desummon Rhoda. Feel pretty good. The game, is it smooth, and how's the questing? The questing is pretty normal. You know, you just nothing special there. It's like you know, go here, kill that, go here, gather that, talk to this person, talk to that person. It feels pretty slow up until about 22-ish. Then it starts to pick up, gets much faster. The overall pacing is you could get to max within about 25 to 30 hours of game time total. So it's not too bad at all. And then once you get to 50, there's no soft cap. So that makes it to where you kind of feel like you don't have to really worry about progressing anymore in that regard. And then after that, it's like leveling up your gear, getting higher level of Astells, upgrading your Astells, stuff like that. You said couldn't even launch the game for some reason. Technical support couldn't help either. Yeah, Zell, I don't know why, but I think I've heard that's NCSoft, right? I've heard some stuff about their support. I've heard some stuff, though. You know, you get game companies all the time with bad experiences with support, but I remember hearing some stuff about that. Some people were having some really bad experiences with them. No pay to win. I hope they take the time to make this game amazing. Yeah, they said that they've got stuff on a list too that they specifically don't want to have in the cash shop. They don't want it to be pay to win. Hopefully it holds up, and it remains like mostly cosmetic. They have stuff in the cash shop they can add like from the Korean version, like they had cosmetics for your Astells, but they only had like two or three Astells that had a bunch of costumes in there at the time. So if they plan on doing that too, that could end up being pretty cool actually too. There was like an evolution system in the KR version where if you like got higher level Astells, it would change their appearance over time too. We'll be live within a short window. Yeah, no idea on the second CBT, but hopefully though, yeah, we get like some sort of announcement soon after, or like before CBT 1 ends. You wouldn't release until the end of September, early October at the latest. Yeah, I wouldn't try to compete with WoW Classic. Yeah, about a month. Yeah, about a month or 2 months is all they need, honestly, because most people, because I'm definitely planning on trying out WoW Classic for sure. I just want to get that experience I missed out on in 2004 when my account got taken. But most likely it'll take like a month, 2 months before people realize how grindy it is, and then people will start leaving. Like quite a few people will probably start leaving when it comes to that game, because a lot of people that don't like grind are excited for that game, so they're going to like one of the games where grind is a part of its name. It puts the G in grind, even though there's no grind in WoW Classic, or no G in WoW Classic at all. But still, yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure to see how that goes. That was like back in Classic, man. That was like a fraction, I believe, a fraction of EverQuest and stuff like that. But it was still pretty. It's still pretty long to progress. I enjoyed the crap out of it, though. I remember the first time winning the Myrmidon. Never forget it. Whoops. Got him. How they fixed steps, and they wanted me to do some shady stuff as well. Oh god. I'm not jumping on the WoW Classic bandwagon. 10 years of dedication to that game was enough for me. Yeah, I'm honestly, all I want is just to, I don't even know if I'll be able to get to max level just in a decent amount of time. I don't remember how long it takes to get there, but I just want to get that experience that I never had with Classic, and then I'm okay after that. Like I don't need to play it much more than that. But I think that initial burst will be fun, but yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people leaving after that stuff. I love the old school mechanics and wish more games would adopt those again, like how Pantheon is doing. God, yeah, now Pantheon, I know that I definitely would love to be at and spend a couple months on, if not a year possible, from the start with. That one seems like it's going to be fun for sure, and that one seems like it's going to cater to an audience that really everybody that seems to back it, or most people that seem to back it, definitely know what they want from Pantheon, and it's exactly what it's providing. Like that PvE aspect that EverQuest offered, where you were able to, you know, kind of jump in game and you could really like write your own story, or you could go out, like travel 3-4 hours and, you know, go on a full-on adventure. Guild or riot? Psh, nope, I don't lead guilds. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Guilds are too chaotic, man. Nah, they're crazy. They're so high maintenance, and you know, you never know when it comes to politics and whatnot. Stuff can get just so ridiculous so fast. Okay, here we go.
Does the flame of
Go. I don't have any pots.
burn?
Get him, Braga. Uh-oh.
Is it time to work?
Yeah, help me.
Kitsune!
Oh, do you need me?
Sure do. Is she healing me? Where'd she go?
Kitsune!
Oh, do you need me?
Yeah.
Kitsune!
Oh, do you need me?
Absolutely, that's what we're missing. But you're the leader. I can't do it, Zell. I can't. I cannot. I would rather be on the battlefield, fighting alongside everybody. Definitely. Then we can just tell each other what to do. We can just be like a band of misfits. You do it the old-fashioned way. We could be the merry men. That's way more. That sounds way more fun. We just bark orders at each other. Oh wait, you should check out Oath if you haven't already. I've actually backed it. I'm gonna no, that one, because I remember the split between Unity and Spatial OS, and how that went down. And Fractured MMO is a game I backed as well, and that one's Unity and Spatial OS. But ever since the split between those two companies, I've been very interested to see what Unreal is going to do with Spatial OS. And Oath is like one of the first products we've seen from the combination of Unreal and Spatial OS. So I had to back that as soon as I saw that as well. Definitely. I got a Kickstarter. But hopefully that one turns out pretty good too. Cygor, thank you so much. Oh, snap. Thanks, Cygor. Also, Phantasy Star 2, I've been playing a little bit of that. I didn't have enough time to get past level 30, but I'm definitely excited to try that out some more too.
Rota!
Is it time to work?
That is fun. I'm loving the Hunter. The Wired Lances are to die for me. That's my jam right there. Oh, wait, hold on. Shift 0. Okay. Are the classes gender lock? Yes. Yes, they are. The Warrior and the Assassin, they're planning on taking the gender lock away from those. But, oh crap, I'm blind. It's right here. Right? That's the one? Knew it. Aha. But yeah, the other ones, we don't know how long it's going to take for those to have the gender lock removed too. So that could end up being a little bit.
Kitsune, Rota.
Aren't you going to help?
Hell no. Guilds can be way too hectic. Oh god, yeah. Sometimes it'd be really fun though. Joining guilds though, I'm totally down with that. Heck yeah. Can be a roaming bandwagon of misfits, or just the roaming band of misfits. What we can be. What's up, Kayla? How you doing? Oh, they're working on changing that on Launch Sin and Warrior. Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm really curious to know. Same thing with Air. I'm really curious to see what kind of classes they're planning on adding after all said and done with the gender lock, and then like new content past that point too. Hopefully they do something like give us concept art and stuff like that to kind of showcase what might be coming in the future.
Draco,
Or if they just drop it in the game, that'd be cool too. The game's probably gonna have some eyes on it for sure though, just because it's one of the first MMO releases we've had in the West in a while, and it could definitely like work out for what it wants to be and what it advertises itself at, like as a classical MMO. It definitely seems to hit that quota for sure. Hold the phone. Thank you so much. A little while longer. Oh, I'm going for about 30 more minutes. I got to get some footage tonight for this game as well. I'm going to get as much as I can, and when the Saturday hits, when we get to level 50 NPCs, I need to have a couple classes at level 10 before then, just to try those out too. I really want to test all of them out and see what might be the best one for me. But about 30 minutes. I also need to play a game of Mordhau because I'm trying to make an effort of playing at least one game a day of that. Got to keep up to date on that. I've become a guy who uses his Wayhander. I used to love using the battle axe, but I will admit, jumping into a game and just sometimes not giving a crap where you swing, it feels great. You know, unless you get a team kill, in that which case you gotta say sorry. But I'm very careful when it comes to teammates around me. Okay, but just having that range is awesome. I'm just like, you want to use a spear? Mega feint. You're dead. It's fun. It's very fun. Very fun. Hopefully they get the. You said absolutely that's what we're missing. And oh yeah, I already applied to that. Hopefully they do get the gender locks done pretty quick though when it comes to after launch. And I'm kind of curious like on how that's gonna work exactly, because I'm hoping they give like a free gender lock or gender change token out or something. Maybe because I don't know how it's gonna work if we have to like recreate our characters just to get the opposite gender. Because I want a male ranger real bad. I don't want to like make my whole character all over again for that. Lose all my Astells and gear and stuff like that. I do it for a new class, of course, but like for the same gender but same class, it's just, yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Lunar Dance.
Probably going to be something in the cash shop too, but hopefully like for everybody who has an account made, maybe if they get like a free token for gender change. Oh, they would give free gender change token? Oh, well, there we go then. Yeah, that would work. Never mind. Yeah, I would, man, I would love a male ranger for sure. That'd be great. Need to lean more into the roadmap approach. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why, you know, we're not getting more roadmaps these days. Because honestly, I think that's the best thing a game could do, MMO-wise, is in this day and age, give a roadmap. You know, it kind of gives a sense of direction and also lets players know that, hey, this is something they're planning on having around for a while. You know, like if you don't give a roadmap, it might seem like this might just be a run and gun kind of thing for some people. But you know, I think a roadmap, it doesn't hurt to have one, of course. Said Mordhau is one of the best games released in the past 5 years. It is so fun. I never thought I could have more fun than Chivalry was when it first came out, but man, that was great. This game is great so far. What's your objective in the CBT right now? Wait, you said a gift when I log into the Temtem? What is a Nesla? I hope that's code for Dragon Knight, because that sounds like something I'd want for sure. What's a Nesla? That sounds like a car. My objective in the CBT right now is just to kind of get an experience with the pacing of the game. And I'm also taking it a little slower because I want to make sure I'm paying attention when it comes to the leveling. Find out the quickest ways to level and pay attention to the mechanics. Kind of learn as much as I can about those when it comes to like if people have questions and stuff like that. So right now, before Saturday, because Saturday is the main time I'm going to jump hard on experiencing the end game. Before then, I'm just learning the mid to early game and just taking my time a little bit with that. And like focusing more on the storyline, like I'm trying to pay attention to the storyline as well. Like to kind of have a general understanding of that. That way when release comes around, I just won't have to care about watching cinematics. Like, I already know it.
Ballista!
Tesla? God. Oh, Nesla is a dragon Temtem. Water and electric. Oh, you had me a dragon. That is all you had to say. You gotta be kidding me. That sounds awesome. Where'd you find that even? That sounds like when I played Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, Lugios. I think that's one of them. They were twins. One was red, one was blue. And they were like these flying dragon-like creatures. That sounds awesome. I gotta check that out. Yeah, after this beta ends, I'm gonna try out Astellia and also Temtem, probably the same day if I can. But I'm probably gonna try Temtem first, and then once Astellia, get a good try at that and see how that is, because that might take a while for the content to start rolling in on that one. I'll probably be playing Temtem in the meantime, and Phantasy Star Online too. But Phantasy Star, we got like 9-10 months until that is scheduled to kind of come to the West, so I'm pretty sure we're good on that one. That's for sure. Until this, and then I'll just keep playing Temtem and Astellia until the next beta for this starts. And then I'll watch people play Shadowbringers, and then WoW Classic. You must be ahead of the rest of the people in CBT. You know what's weird? No, I'm not. I'm actually like I'd say middle. There's about 30, probably like 20 to 30-ish that are like at endgame right now. They're like 30 plus, 40 plus, and there's probably at least one or two 50s or a couple of 50s actually. But yeah, no, I noticed that too. And someone was telling me early on that you guys were telling me early on yesterday that they instanced us in some like of the open world cases. Like even in open world we get instanced sometimes, and I didn't notice it except when we were in the starting area and I was doing like this random quest out in the open world, and I noticed that there wasn't people around me when I had seen people around me like about a minute before that. So that was pretty interesting. So I think it could be a combination of that, but yeah, it is surprisingly like there's not anybody over here in this area like at all. But what channel am I on? Oh, you know, no, this is Instance. That's right. This is Instance. this is a scenario dungeon. That's why. Yeah, this part's instance, but like in general, though, I agree. There's a lot of areas where it does feel like that. It's not bad on that moon. Holy crap! One thing I will say though, this game seems to do pretty decent with the depth of field. I've noticed some areas may look a little rougher than others, but overall, the depth of field seems to be pretty good. Yeah. I'm just looking for one archer. Oh, that opened. Oh, crap. Wait, hold on. I gotta fight him, too. Karza difficulty. Oh, yeah, this is one of the guys that was summoned. There's this big baddie, like, demon guy. Looks like a vampire. There they are. And he summoned, like, 6 or 7 different monsters, and that's one of them, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to use Brog on that guy.
I'm okay. It doesn't hurt.
Welcome back, Horizon. About to take on the boss. I just gotta get this thing off of me here. Sorry, Kieran, you're going down.
I'm sorry.
Got it. Help me. Okay. Is every class in Astellia online a pet class? And if so, can you disable the audio prompts from them? So, yeah, essentially what these Astells are is your character is what's called an Astellia. So you're basically a person that can summon these guys at will, and you can take creatures for your own through dungeons and quests and stuff like that. And yeah, essentially no matter what class you're playing, you're kind of like a pet master. It's like Pokemon style, basically. For the audio prompts though, I don't think I've seen anything for that specifically. Actually, voice, let me see here. Yep, you can. Yeah, it looks like you can actually through the voice. So you know what I'll probably do is, let me see if I can turn down character and Astell voice. Yeah, right there. That's the one. Yeah, you can mute that if you want. Just lower that a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Though the what was it? The character sounds, I know someone was saying those ones can get pretty annoying. I might mute those actually. Usually I use Unity engines for various projects, and configuring that effect is really temperamental. I used to love Unity too. I used to play around with it very early on, but it was so fun. I mainly did the level design because I can't do animation to save my life, or like designing in terms of like graphically. I suck at that. The only thing I could really do is like if it's like something in After Effects that has like a template, then I could do that. And that's how I made like some of my stuff too. But man, just straight up animating from scratch, oh my god. No problem, skill. No problem. I used to try that though. It was kind of fun back then, but it was like stick figure animation, so there was that. You said only way to get rid of all voice. Oh, I see. Though when I start getting more, because I want to get a different roster when we get all the rest of these ones unlocked. But I'll feel kind of bad until it's actually not going to get wiped, so probably when open beta starts. But so far, there's a pretty decent sized roster. Kind of curious as to what Astells they'll be adding in the future for sure too. And like how the content updates are going to come in, what the level caps are going to look like, stuff like that, like new zones, and of course new classes. I think this game could, someone suggested, and I thought about it shortly after they said it because it started sounding really good. But if they had like classes from Terra, well, they mainly suggested like Terra's Slayer, the two-handed greatsword, and I was thinking like Berserker, two-handed axe, maybe a different kind of mage class, different kind of range, like maybe a gunslinger or a gunner with the big cannon, stuff like that. Probably take a while to get all this stuff in the roster, but it'd be pretty fun nonetheless if we had some stuff like that too.
Is it time to work?
Go get him. Here comes the big boy. Once I get to about 400 AP, I can use one of his big moves. Ghouls. Wow, they are forever stunned. Holy crap. Oh, no, I messed that up.
Now that they lost their leadership, the enemies of Kolos Plains will be weaker.
Cool. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here now. I always love it when you just complete like a vaster, like just a group of quests all at the same time. Feels so fulfilling. In this game, you want to do the side quest and the main quest too, so it's pretty straightforward for the leveling too.
I am of this persuasion.
You're sending me back like this?
Only thing, one thing that I was looking at when I noticed the cinematics, you notice how like Rhoda, whenever you're opening up a new menu, she always starts turning, like she starts her default position forward and then she turns to the right. I'd imagine they probably can't do this at this point because I'd imagine they'd have to like rework every single cutscene. But if they were able to make it where she just starts out looking in that direction, maybe it feel a little bit more natural as opposed to like having those eyes staring at you as soon as you enter the character cutscene for talking, and then just have her turn like that. Might feel a little bit more natural, like that. Yeah, like exactly. Yeah. I wish we could do that, but it's cool that she even shows up in there too. I dig that they added the one's theme from Zodiac, Virgo, Scorpio. I really liked one with Braga. I thought some of them were really cool too. Braga and Iligos was a favorite of mine too. Let's see. Messenger Devon, okay. Okay, I'm at 90%, so we're pretty good here so far. For your hydration. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, you're right. Thanks, Kayla. I always stay hydrated for sure. Oh snap, hold on. We need to upgrade this a little bit. There it is. Thanks. I need to upgrade the weapon here. For a second. I haven't upgraded my armor yet too, but let me see what happens when we upgrade this. Oh. Nice. Very nice. Actually, that raised the CP up quite a bit too. Accessory enhancement stone, so that's a different one too. So I'm guessing this stuff can be have evolution as well. So if I have a necklace, I really should go for not like how much it gives in terms of the CP, but what kind of stats it gives me. So like this is like Dex 5% stat change on that. So this is, oh, that's armor piece, but this is like int, strength, and Dex. So that's knowledge. Yeah, so this is a better one, but hold on. Yeah, I think it changed when I think it changed here too. That's overall a better one for me, so I could enhance the crap out of that and do it that way. Wow, that's easy to upgrade too. Yeah, that'll take a bit. Here, we'll just keep that for now. That's gonna help my stats a lot.
How do we get around them? Those wizards are the problem.
Enhance a total of 100 items. Oh, snap. Oh, I just got that one too. Okay. See, those are the good ones too. We're able to get the Astell card packs through the achievements.
Evasive arrow.
Don't worry.
Evasive arrow.
Ballista!
Oh, snap. Thank you so much, kid. I appreciate it. Absolutely. That's one thing that I've always liked doing, answering questions. It became a habit after a little while. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Some of the icons, UI effects looks like a... Oh, like from Aeon, Arcade, and BDO. It's so eerie. I noticed a lot of like Terra. See, it's been a while since I played Terra, but sometimes I can like I can kind of see it in certain games for some reason, and I don't know why, but I did feel a little bit of Terra when I started playing the game too. It just made me want some of the classes. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. It made me want some of the classes from Terra too, though. Is why I always talk about the classes so much. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta get rid of that. Crap. Oh, hold on. So cool. Get him.
Evasive arrow.
Oh, it was a waste of that.
Kitsune.
Oh, do you need me?
Evasive arrow.
Recovery!
Okay. That works. Level 98 in Conquers and still have no house. I'm a Ronin. How's the optimization going in that one? I haven't checked how many people are playing it on oh wow, that's a lot. Holy crap. Oh, that's a legendary one too. I haven't checked how many people are playing it on Steam, but I'm guessing overall it must still be over like 25 to 30,000. I feel like I blew through my mana. Yeah, I know. I feel the exact same way. It does go down pretty quick. It helps when, you know, like you have mana pots, and I don't know how other classes are, but with the mana restoration skill that we have, it makes things easier, but it does get pretty tough. But I kind of pictured it, if they're going for like the classical feel of MMOs, I don't know if they had any like inclination of like Lineage 2 going on there, but I know like Lineage 2 Classic and of course some of those older school games, but like this was like EverQuest and, you know, those kind of games. It was pretty hard when it came to the mana management, so maybe if they were going for something like that, I could understand it for sure. But yeah, I've noticed that too, absolutely. I don't think I've looked too much into the food too. It could be something where maybe if we get food buffs, it becomes a lot easier to deal with. Something like that, maybe. Oh, can't tab to that. Thank you.
Recovery!
Kitsune. Draco. Who's my opponent?
Assassin. Do you have a like a mana regeneration skill too? Do you get one of those? Okay, there's the new quest lines. Actually, there's nobody over here either. I'm in channel 1 too. Where is everybody? Holy crap. I bet some people might have just like got their characters level 10 and just like, you know, dipped out, waiting for the NPC to pop in so they can just boost to 50. Oh, crap, hold on. Okay. Handle that, please. No. Get the archer, get the archer, get the archer. Oh my god. Uh-oh. This is death if I don't get out of here in a second here. Uh-oh,
You're sending me back like this?
No!
Kitsune.
Help me!
Do you need me? Divine High.
Better heal me. Holy crap. Too close for comfort, way too close. Not that you see. That's interesting. Yeah, what level are you? Yeah, because I would have thought that every class had a mana regeneration skill or something at least.
Kitsune.
Oh, do you need me?
I would imagine even with the mana regen, well, mine's only usable in combat, but I'd imagine even with the mana regen skill for assassin, you guys still probably be running out of mana pretty hard. Less server crashes and less server drops, but the end game is still massive houses like Ming and now Digital Order just zerging. Oh jeez. Less crashes and less server drops. It's good that the optimization is getting better at least though. 24. You know what? I kind of wish that you know, some games how some of the melee classes go off of like an energy system, maybe like mainly MOBAs and League of Legends. But what would be kind of cool is like maybe if they had like assassin in this game go off of an energy system instead of the traditional mana, maybe that would be cooler. And then maybe if they made it where, like, you know how some games they make the energy pool less than the mana pool but it regens faster, something like that, so you can start stacking like combo points and stuff, and then maybe like stamina, and then that way maybe if you had skills that could regenerate stamina when you hit with them, you can keep your combo going, because assassin should really be the class where you could just keep, you know, in the fight as long as your health is up, kind of thing. I think that would be pretty cool if they added something like that. Maybe something like that might be more possible than, like, you know, full on I don't know, what was I gonna say after that? Maybe like even a new class, like adding a new class, maybe adding like an energy system for one of the classes might be a much easier, I'd imagine would be a much easier way to go if they were to work on that at some point. And maybe for warrior too, because and it'd probably make more sense even if warrior and assassin were using mana instead of, you know, stamina, or sorry, using energy instead of mana, like some kind of stamina.
The Temple of Blessings is filled with horrifying enemies.
Almost there. I gotta bind to this point. Oh snap, thank you. Deep and meaningful. Love the name. Thank you so much. Okay, got all the quests here. I think we're good now. Oh, I gotta buy some pots before we go back out. One thing I like, one thing I can definitely say as well that I do like, the inventory management is definitely not as much of a nightmare, luckily, as in most games, especially ones that come from the east. The dismantling is a pretty easy process. You can even use enter to dismantle this stuff, and you don't get a lot of it too. You don't get it all the time, and it helps for keeping a clean inventory. Actually having categories is a godsend for this stuff, especially. That probably helps it the most, because if it was all bundled up in just like the same inventory, it'd probably be a nightmare. That looks really cool. That should be good. And oh, agility, just complete agility. Strength, Constitution. I'm gonna switch this one out here. Okay.
With you by our side, this battle is as good as won.
Where's the general merchant? There you are. Oh, bread. You know what? I could grab a couple of those too. Grab like 8 of those. And then common instant regeneration potions. Common, let's see. Astell instant potions. I'm gonna grab the higher level ones of these. And then a little bit of those regens. Maybe doing it this way would be the better way to go. If it doesn't share a cooldown, that's what I'm kind of curious on too. If it doesn't share a cooldown, that'd actually be really good, but I'm guessing it probably does. Let's find out. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's pretty good. So, it only shares the regen potions only share a cooldown with other regen potions, and the baseline ones share a regen with each other. So you could recover mana and health at the same time, or do double mana, double health. That's good. That's pretty good, actually. Combined with the Astells, if you had like a healer out, like Kitsune, for instance, then you would only really ever have to do the mana part. So that'd be pretty easy. That would probably make it a little bit easier on the assassin too. Whoops.
Kitsune! Kieran!
I'll be with you. Don't worry.
Did we talk to... Oh yeah, we did for the main quest. Okay, good. See, 96%. Good, good.
Is it time to work?
Okay. Slow on them. Give me a... Yep, give me a taunt.
Evasive arrow.
Nice. Let me see how much this regens. That's pretty good. The Black Desert. Probably the... well, I would say more likely... Not the combat. I don't think. But maybe the atmosphere. Maybe the... It doesn't have like the mobs packed up nearly as much, but maybe how they're spread out a little bit. Might be something like that. I don't know. Could be the you know, atmosphere. I wouldn't say the graphics probably. Could be just an Eastern game thing too. I think it's mainly just a lot of these games will just remind you of, you know, other ones. Like for Arcade, for instance, I think a lot of people might get reminded of some games for that. And then this one, BDO definitely seems to be one that pops up. And for me, Terra was one that was pretty big when I first jumped in the game. And a lot of people say Aeon too. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to really explain Black Desert though. I don't know. I wish it had the combat of Black Desert though, that's for sure. If it did, nothing in this region would be alive right now, like this immediate area, because Ranger would just be blasting people down everywhere. Oh snap. He's got orange? Dang. Mick has got some good stuff. Those are legendaries right there. That looks good. Rebinding attempts available. Dang, that's nice.
Lunar dance.
I can't wait to see what the legendary gear looks like too.
my opponent.
Ballista!
Stun resist. Okay.
Kitsune.
Oh, do you need me?
Oh, Kieran. Whoops. Summon you, and then... Okay, I got Kasune and...
Divine hug.
Taurus.
Oh, what do I do? I'm not sure if
Taurus.
I can do this.
Dash!
Oh, right.
Evasive
Control
arrow.
5, dummy. There we go.
Dashing chain strike!
Oh. Nice. Oh, sweet. Level 30. Oh, new skill as well. What is this? Oh, incendiary arrow. Burning ground. Let's put that on control 2. Okay. Yeah, I noticed the wiki doesn't seem to be working fully. Both drops from dungeons. Oh my god. Lucky. What level are you right now? You guys are like level 40 plus, right? Will they be doing character wipes after CBT phase? Probably. I don't think they said anything about it yet, but more than likely, yeah. Because they're gonna bump us up to 50, so I bet they'll probably wipe us after the first CBT. Or if they keep us in for like the second CBT, I mean, they'll definitely wipe us before, you know, open beta, but they might keep our characters until the second CBT, when we might get access to the PvP after that. First one, they said they wanted to test out the dungeons, but if they're not enabled right now, then I'm betting next dungeon would be, or next beta would be PvP. Finally, I've been dying for an AoE skill, like so hard. Gonzu the Luminary. Oh my god. No, so wait, was that what it was named in its Eastern version? Because I played Luminary, and I'm pretty sure that's a different version of it, right? Gonzu the Luminary. I played the crap out of Luminary. That I'm pretty sure that's a different version of it. Let me double check though. Gonzu Luminary. Luminary Rise of Gunzu, right? Yep. That's the one. That's the one right there. 100%. Yeah, I loved it. I played it when they had it on IJJI, and the Vixen mount was actually like one of Luminary Rise of the Gunzu. Yeah, the Vixen mount that they had, it's still one of my favorite mounts in games to this day. Yeah, I loved it. I actually played the crap out of it. See, that was back in the golden ages of MMOs. You didn't have to care if you didn't like one of them, because you could just hop to the next one and be okay. Good times. Yeah, I remember that though. That was nice. And the PvP was nuts. I remember the first time I stepped in there, I didn't know what the hell was going on. There's so many people just everywhere. From what I remember, that the content, like the PvP content, was pretty challenging too, if I remember right. Oh my god. Got it.
I need training.
Okay, that thing's not dead yet. Ah. There we go. Stun him. Got him. People would bait the NPC invasions to the starter zone, and noobs would be fighting for their lives. Man, I know. It seemed like that game it had so much to do, like so much to offer in general. It seemed like they did a really good job on that one for sure. That was nice. That was really nice. The Dark Knight invasions, I don't remember if I remember those that well, because I spent a lot of, like, as soon as I saw the picture, I recognized like the art style of the city, for instance. or whatever that is. That might be like capturable territory. But also the chat, like the log, can't ever mistake that part. And just the throne room that I saw in there too. That was awesome. I really should have joined a guild in that game. I think I do remember the invasions though. Hard to tell. I played a couple different games that kind of look like that kind of art style. So I get some of the features part mixed up. That was back in like the Guns and Duels day too. Yeah, man, that was some good stuff though. They don't make them like that anymore. Like if we had one kind of like that but in 3D, oh my god, that'd be insane. Oh.
Evasive arrow.
What if I can stack these on top of each other? Oh. Uh-oh. Archers just don't give a crap. When they want you, they want you.
Oh, do you need me?
Oh, whoops. Oops. Get him. We're in the wild west of the internet days, I know, right? Such a simpler time. I miss it so much. I'm hoping with the crowdfunding games we get a little bit of that again. Just a little, just a taste. All we need. All we need. Seriously. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and call it there for now, though. Reached 30. That's a good stopping point, too. Good. Tomorrow I got to get to work, and then hopefully after tomorrow, or tonight, I'll be able to get to the other parts of the game and try those out. I'm pretty sure the arena is currently disabled, so we can't do anything like that more than likely. But I'll try it just in case, because who knows, it might actually be open right now. Coliseum. Yeah, okay, it's in the Coliseum. We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow for sure. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it for now. You guys have a wonderful night today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Later, folks. Interesting so far, for sure.